to a place where you belong. Give you strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising,
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Toon review for today's big match, the Watchalong. It is Newcastle United versus Arsenal from St James's Park. We are expecting a cracker this afternoon, and, well, hopefully we'll get that. If you do enjoy the Watchalong, guys, as usual, please do give it the thumbs up. Very important we keep the thumbs up coming on the channel, and it does really, really help with new people finding the channel, etc. And if you are new, please do subscribe. As you can see, we are well over 24,500 subscribers now, on our way to the big magical 25. So with your help, we can get there sooner rather than later. And of course, hit that notification bell as well to notify you when we go live or we upload any future videos. You can donate to the channel as normal tonight by hitting the $sign right at the bottom of the live comments. And, of course, that will get your comment read straight out as well. And you can become a member by hitting that join sign right underneath me and Billy Bob. But without further ado, let's have a look at the two lineups today. We will start with the Toon Army, of course. And this is how we line up. We go with Nick Pope, Kieran Trippier, Jamal Lascelles, Fabian Schär, Dan Burn. Midfield of Bruno, Longstaff, and Joe Linton. And the front three of Almiron, Gordon, and Wilson. As expected, Billy, and as we predicted on our show last night, that is the lineup.
Yes, he's reverted to type to what played against Wolverhampton Wanderers last weekend. All of them were refresher, except for perhaps Miggy, who played for all intents and purposes a full 90 at Old Trafford on Wednesday. But apart from that, it's the side we all predicted that would play. And they all managed to get through. Fabian Schär is fit to play, which is great news for us. Let's see how we go with them.
Indeed. The substitutes bench is Dubravka, Dummett, Ritchie, Kraft, Lewis Hall, Livramento, Murphy, Willock, and Lewis Miley back, Billy.
Well, Murphy too, which is a...
Yeah, Murphy as well, yeah.
You know, so unless it's Alex Murphy, I don't think it would be. I think that's definitely Jacob. Stronger bench than what we had last week. Willock and Murphy, obviously, potential coming on. Miley, of course, if we are struggling midfield. So, yes, it's a little bit more choice there, Freddie, to bring substitutes on, which will be a plus for him.
Absolutely. And this is how the visitors line up at St James's Park today. They go with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Rice, Jorginho, Havertz, Saka, Martinelli, and Nketiah. Pretty much, I think, as Alex predicted on the show last night, but I think, did he have Havertz to start? I'm not sure if he did or not.
I'm not sure. There's no Odegaard, which is a massive plus for us.
Huge plus.
They don't look as strong in midfield as what they usually are. Up front again, Nketiah is a threat, but he's not Gabriel Jesus, so I'll keep pointing out. He's a very good player, of course he is, but I think they're weakening on the fullbacks as well. I think Tomiyasu and White can be got at, so it's promising for us, I think.
Absolutely. They've got Ramsdale. Who the hell is that? I cannot see. The writing's too small. Cedric, Kiwar, Zinchenko, Elneny, Vieira, Nelson, and, of course, Trossard. Trossard can be a danger, Billy.
Yes, Trossard has been kind of dangerous to us before. Zinchenko, of course, is very creative. But apart from that, not a lot really to shout about, really, is there?
No. I think we can get at these today, Billy. I really, really do think we can get at them. We've got a couple of well, a new member, Christopher Greenwell. Thank you very much, Christopher. I think he signed up well before the stream actually started, so thank you very, very much for that. And Christopher Greenwell as well sends in a £5 super chat. Thank you very much, Christopher. Hi, Paul and Billy. Nice to see you at Tesco today, Paul. 2-1 today, Miggy brace. It was nice to see you, Christopher, and thank you for identifying yourself. Really good to see you this afternoon, and hopefully you'll enjoy the watch along and we'll get 3 points today. So thank you for coming to say hello. Right, let's take a look at some of the comments. Pedro says, surprised to see Wilson and Gordon on at the same time. Who subs up front for Wilson? Supposedly Gordon could go up top when Willock comes on, but I think Gordon needs a rest. I think he struggles today.
Potentially. He did have a couple of weeks off, didn't he, when he was suspended, then international break.
Yeah.
But Eddie Howe kind of alluded the other week that he thinks he can play Murphy as a striker as well. So Murphy's on the bench, and that would probably be the change.
I mean, is it definitely Jacob? I mean, is anyone? It has to be, surely.
Well, yeah, I think there'd definitely be a name next to it if it was Alex, surely.
I would have thought so, yeah. Jimmy Jones, our resident hammer, thank you for becoming a member of the Toon Review, mate. Really do appreciate that. Thank you for your support. And as I said, Jimmy's a resident hammer fan, but he is a very big supporter of the Toon Review as well. So thank you, Jimmy. Really do appreciate your support, bud. The big right hand is still going for an 8-3 Toon win. Optimistic, Billy?
That's hard, I'd say. I can't see them scoring. I can't see them scoring 3.
No, I can't. Dean says, just seen the teams, and I think that we will beat these tonight. Rough game, but at our place under the lights, let's have it.
The fans have got to be with them from the start of those. None of these photos and
yeah.
songs and stuff like that we've seen on Champions League nights. Yeah, we've got to be at it from minute one behind the team.
Yeah. Indeed. Where do you think the game is going to be won today, Billy? Looking at the two sides, what's your opinion of where the game can be won today?
Middle of the park for us. I think we're stronger there, and down the flanks for certain.
Yeah.
Gordon and Almiron against their two fullbacks. I think we can win the game there. They've got Dane's men. Of course, they have Saka, Martinelli, even Nketiah to a certain extent. He's a good striker, but he's just a bit naive, perhaps a bit rough around the edges. But he's going to be a good striker. But I think middle of the park, really. I mean, yeah, I think we've got a bit more pace than them there. I'm not sure Havertz is a centre midfield player, if I'm perfectly honest. It's a strange signing for me, the Havertz one. It doesn't suit Premier League football.
Yeah, I mean, Alex did say last night that he rated him and thought that he's a very, very good player, but he did play really well for Leverkusen. He was a big, big star for them. Obviously, I do watch the Bundesliga a lot, and I did think he was a very good player, and I thought when Chelsea signed him, they bagged a really good player, but it's just never happened for Havertz in the Premier League.
You've got to build your side around him to, play him in that 10 role and then build your side around him. And if you don't do that, then you're not going to get the best out of him. And I don't think Chelsea ever did that. Tom's had him at centre forward. And when he went to Arsenal, I couldn't see where he was going to fit in there with the midfielders they've got. He might be a better off tonight with Odegaard not playing. He's kind of playing in that 10 role, it looks like, with two behind him, 2 6s behind him, which we'll see.
Julie, I don't think Odegaard's been dropped. I think he must be injured because he isn't on the subs bench either. And you definitely don't leave a player like him out of the squad completely. So that must be an injury to Odegaard. King Hoddle, our resident Spurs fan as well. Pressurize them physically and press them relentlessly, and they'll collapse like a cheap suit. And Nketiah is a flat track bully and nowhere near a top 10 Premier League striker. Remember, that's coming from a Spurs fan, everybody. So, take that with a pinch of salt. But I understand where King Hoddle's coming from. Dylan Richardson, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. He says, evening, everyone. 3-1. How are the lads? Keem on. Indeed. Just put it up there for no apparent reason. The Ruffian Bernician says, evening all, couldn't make the game, so we'll get a megaphone to be heard from Northumberland. Well, just listen to us. Just to let you know, guys, as usual on the watch-alongs now, the chat is subscriber only. So if you do want to take part in the show and in the chat, you do have to be subscribed to the channel. That is just so that we can make sure that when we do the watch-along, people don't put spoilers in and ruin it for everybody else. I know it's on Sky, but a lot of people like to either knock the sound off, they like to pause and wait till we've kicked off on our streams so everybody can be in sync. So please, no spoilers, but it is subscriber only. So if you want to take part, you do have to subscribe. But that's not a good enough reason to subscribe anyway. You should be subscribing to the channel because it's class. That's basically it. The Clone Lad says, think Bruno wasn't 100% with an ankle last time we played these at home. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, he was a little bit dodgy. But today's going to be interesting to see how the midfield does again, Billy, because obviously, Declan Rice is there. And we all know Declan's quality, and I would love to have a player like Declan Rice at Newcastle. But the other two, I think we can get at them.
Yeah, Jorginho getting on in there in years, not got the legs.
Yeah,
it's Declan Rice is the one we've got kind of bypass, whether that be Sean Longstaff, whether that be Joe Linton. It's hard to out physical him. I think we can do it. I think we've got the ability to do it and the creativity to do it. So yeah. He's a danger for me in the middle of the park, because he was fantastic for West Ham up here last season.
How do you think we'll approach the game, Billy? Will we go out and maybe turn around and say, well, look how well we did against Manchester United, going at them and not sitting back? Because it was very, very different, wasn't it, to the way we played Manchester City. Man City, we let them have a lot of the ball, certainly in the first half, and then we came to it after that. But, Manchester United on Wednesday, and I know it's different team setup, but, it's the same sort of principle, isn't it? Do we go against Arsenal, or do we let sort of play into the game slowly?
No. We go on the off. It's ultimate pressure from minute 1 to minute 96. It's the only way we could beat these. It's how we beat them, and not last season, the season before. You've got to get the cross. You've got to get the crowd behind us early doors and get them to stay with us. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be ultimate, like it was against Arsenal 2 years ago, like it was against Man City for times last season. It's that kind of performance we need today.
Indeed. I mean, I'm just seeing highlights. They're making a point of highlighting Nketiah at the moment and where he can be dangerous. But it's all right showing highlights of Nketiah when he's been given, plenty of space, like I've just seen him score. But we don't do that. We don't tend to give strikers a lot of space. Lascelles and Cher will hopefully be added today, and they won't give Nketiah the time on the ball that he needs to do. What we've just seen in the highlights there is shoot from 25 yards.
The important men today, again, the fullbacks, Trippier up against Martinelli, Burn up against Saka. We're going to have to get help in for them if they are getting overrun. It could happen, but we've got Longstaff and Almiron to help Trippier. We've got Burn and we've got Gordon and Joe Linton to help Burn. So, let's be on the front foot. Let's not worry about that for starters. But if it happens, we have to drop into that current shape. So be it. But once we get on the front foot, first off, I think to get to be first to tackle, to want the ball more than them, to have the crowd behind us, it's really important, because if we let them into the game, then they are very dangerous.
Absolutely. Mark Jones, thank you for your £5 super chat. Mark says 2-0 to the mighty Toon. Nice to see the scoreboard back. Yes, I realised that basically the software that I use for the scoreboard, it's not compatible with the latest MacBook OS software. So OBS have to upgrade theirs before I can upgrade the new software on the MacBook. So I've managed to get the old software back, and it works perfectly. New microphone today, new audio system for me as well. So hopefully that's coming across nice and clear for everybody. And Siderita has gifted 5 Toon Review memberships. So thank you very much, Siderita. That is very, very kind, buddy. I should really get the stream up on on one of my systems here so I can see exactly what's going on. Let's have a look. So then we can keep in touch with the live likes as well, Billy.
Interesting thing at Bramall Lane today. Sounds like Wolves have been victim to the same penalty decision as what happened last week. In the 100th minute, though, and lost 2-1.
Ouch. And that is indeed Sheffield United's first win of the season, isn't it? So
I think Gary O'Neill's going to be very... He was pretty sore last week. Christ, he's going to be...
Oh, he'll not be happy. Yeah, he will. Absolutely he will. Neil B says we've got to get straight into these lot tonight. Yeah, Billy's just said that. Very winnable, says Jay Devlin. It is winnable, Billy, and I think we keep saying about Arsenal players and things like that, but they'll be worried about us as well.
Of course they will be. Yes, of course they will be. They know what it's like at St James Park. That defeat still kind of, it's raw in their mind still. I mean, last season they kind of used it as revenge food, really. But this year I think we can try and get revenge on them. It's to win at St James Park last year was a cruel blow for us after what had happened previously to that with the cup final and stuff. So yeah, I think we need to get on them today and get our revenge on what happened last season.
Yeah. Let's see, just confirming that my mic's good. Right, here we go. Just running through the Premier League football results with you today. The early kickoff, Fulham 0, Manchester United 1. Billy, again, an injury time winner for Manchester United. I watched a bit of Goldbridge before I come on. And again, Man United, honestly, yeah, they are so just up and down. And today it was all about, Ten Hag's back. We've done this, we've done that. And absolute ludicrousy.
Yeah, once again, it was an archetypal Manchester United performance. They were very poor for the whole game. Managed to spawn a 1-0 victory. Outrageous. And they've done it that many times in the past 2 seasons. It's unbelievable.
Goldbridge said they deserved that win, Billy.
Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
That's not what I heard on the radio today, and certainly not what I've heard from people after the game.
Yeah, absolute nonsense. Fulham with a better side for 80% of that game. Manchester United, devoid of confidence, got a break in the 91st minute. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Shame on Fulham. They should have put the game away. They didn't finish the chances. But that's football for you. But how many times that happens to bloody Fulham? To Manchester United, sorry.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah,
you can't actually write scripts. Yeah. It's just incredible.
No, exactly. It's just I can't remember an actual time when I've actually won a game by dominating it. Just can't remember it.
Yeah. Brentford beat West Ham by 3-2. Those goals came from Mope, Mavropanos was an own goal, and Collins for Brentford. West Ham's with Kudos and Bourne. So West Ham, I think, have lost 3 or 4 on the bounce now. They're in a little bit of a dip in form, Billy.
Yeah, whether it's European football, you kind of playing havoc with the squad depth, I don't know, but it's a bad result for West Ham at Brentford. It really is. Although Brentford, they're no mugs, are they? Let's be honest.
No, certainly not at home. Burnley 0, Crystal Palace 2. Jeffrey Schlupp and Mitchell grabbing the goals for Crystal Palace, and Burnley's miserable season continues, Billy.
Yeah, I don't know if Crystal Palace are the archetypal streetwise team, aren't they? I just don't think Burnley are, and until they do get streetwise, then they're on a one-way trip back to the Championship, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Everton 1, Brighton 1 at Goodison. Mikalenko scoring in the first 10 minutes for Everton. Ashley Young with an own goal in the 84th minute. Everton, they've stopped the rot, I guess, Billy, but they've got this 12-point deduction hanging over them.
They've turned the corner. It's whether the Premier League actually do give them the 12-point deduction, because I'm starting to why haven't they done it already?
Yeah,
this is just press talk, really. Yeah. Nothing officials come from the Premier League. Yeah, let's believe it when it happens, eh?
Absolutely. We've got a $4.99 super chat from Crowstail 88. Gone for plenty of fireworks. 3-3, nice 60-1 if it comes in. Saturday night thriller, but hopefully I'll cash out at 3-3. Then the Toon pincher winner. That would be the obvious one, wouldn't it? Pinching a winner. Billy, I'm just going to turn the main light off, mate. I'll be 2 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, some very interesting results in the Premier League today. As I say, Wolverhampton Wanderers losing at Bramall Lane to a last-minute penalty, which was very similar to the one we had for us last week, which, I don't think they've been happy about, Gary O'Neill.
Right. I wondered why the picture was a little scruffy, but never mind. Sorted now. That's the main thing. Continuing with the Premier League results from today, of course. Manchester City 6, Bournemouth 1. That was always on the cards, of course. Doku, 2 for Silva, Akanji, Foden, and Ake with the goals for City, and Sinistera with a consolation for Bournemouth.
Banco own win on the coupons, and no doubt about it. But Haaland won off at half time, which could be interesting.
He did. So I wonder what kind of injury that's going to be. And of course, we just talked about that before. Sheffield United 2, Wolves 1. Sheffield United with a penalty in the 100th minute. Archer with the other goal. Bellegarde. I mean, that's a sucker punch for Wolves. The score on 89 minutes to equalise, Billy, and then just cripple and blow.
They didn't learn the lessons because Sheffield United had a goal that's allowed for VAR. I think it was in injury time also. And within a couple of minutes of that happening, they'd conceded a penalty. I'll say conceded. It doesn't sound like it was one. But we shall see. I mean, we will have a look at the pictures, but I still think the Fabian Schär one last week was a penalty. I don't know what people are saying it wasn't for.
Yeah, I mean, look, by the by, for me, it was given, and that's it. Nobody's going to go back and change that now. Incidentally, in the FA Cup, Yeovil 3, Gateshead 2 in the first round. So Gateshead knocked out at the first round stage. They were 3-0 down in that game. They did come back to 3-2, but unfortunately couldn't get the equaliser. And of course, Whitby Town were in action today, Billy, but they lost 7-2 at Bristol Rovers. So they are also out. York City drew 0-0 with Chester. And in the Championship, we had Plymouth 3, Middlesbrough 3. Middlesbrough seem to have picked up a little bit of form because that's not an easy place to go. And the other one was Swansea 0, Sunderland 0. So Harrison Ashby, by the way, was given man of the match on SofaScore, Billy. So and on FOTMob. So he obviously had a very, very good game. But as for Ashby's future, not really sure where that lies at the minute for Newcastle United, given Livermento's excelling performances lately. So we will just see what happens with him. But he's still a very good right back. And again, more choices.
Tonali's in the crowd, by the way.
He is, yeah. And rightly so. Rightly so. He should be at every game. There's no reason why he shouldn't be at every game, Billy, if he's in this country. Exactly.
So if the FA do find something, now that will probably soon be stopped, I imagine, but we shall see.
Yeah, that's certainly the case. Peter Griffin says the Man United game has given me a lot more confidence in our bench. Yeah, I mean, there's no need to panic. Billy, I think you're about a minute ahead of me on the streams today.
Potentially, yeah.
So you may have to hit the old button.
Do you know them beanie hats? I can't stand them. You know, the bucket hats.
Yeah, I know the ones you mean.
They're fucking awful.
I mean, I don't see the point of wearing them, to be honest. But hey ho, each to their own, Billy Bob. Each to their own. I don't understand it, but if it keeps head warm, it keeps heads warms. So I'm just trying to log into my other stream here, Billy, just to see if it's any closer to where you are. Because if it is, then but unfortunately I can't guess the password at the minute. So just want to see if it's further on than the actual Sky stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Right. On this one, I've got Newcastle. Well, they're looking at the crowd at the minute, waving the flags in the Leazes end.
I've got the player actually walking out onto the pitch now, so both behind.
Well, sod it. That's near where I sit, actually, where that camera is there. Yeah, I've got the players walking on now, so that's not too far behind.
Joe's got a little baby in his arms. I wonder if that's his own baby.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
It is. He's got Seven and Dad on it, so it is, yeah.
Oh, well, it has to be, Billy.
It has to be.
It has to be, yeah, indeed. Let's see. Yeah, I've got one stream a little bit further ahead than the other one here, which is bizarre. I mean, what do you pay your money for? I'm just watching Joe Linton coming onto the pitch now with his kids.
You're not that far behind me then. You're only about 20, 30 seconds behind me.
All right, okay. Well, guys, usual stands. If you want to be alongside us, just hit the pause button before kick-off. And then when I say, right, we're underway, hit the button and away we go, so we can all be in sync. So if you're going to kick off before I've said that, then like Billy, just hit pause button and then you'll all be in sync with us throughout the commentary. But again, I'll reiterate, please, no spoilers in the chat. It is subscriber only. So, you know, we trust you not to put any spoilers in. That's why it's mainly like that. But we'll run through the Newcastle United side again for you. Nick Pope is in goal. A back four of Kieran Trippier, Jamal Lascelles, Fabian Schär, and Dan Burn. A midfield of Sean Longstaff, Bruno, and of course Joe Linton, and a front three of Miggy Almiron and Anthony Gordon on either side of Callum Wilson. Edward Gorn, thank you for your 1,000 yen. He says, big effort needed today. How are the lads? I'm just expecting a very quick start, Billy.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's got to be. We've got up and at them. You know, just don't let them breathe. That's the way to play these. They have got a soft centre, we know that.
Like a caramel whisper, Billy.
Yes, indeed.
Just looking at the Arsenal side now, they of course have Ria in goal. I think he's to get at today. To close him down. They've got a back four of Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel, and Tomiyasu. So I think both full backs for us, for our point of view, are full backs that we can get at. A midfield of Kai Havertz, Declan Rice, and Jorginho, and the forward three of Saka, Nketiah, and Martinelli. So are you sticking by your prediction, Billy?
Yes, 3-1. I believe 3-1 will be the end result. I think we're going to go at them from minute one and really get into them. That's the way to do it. So James's Park is known for that. It's something we missed a lot during the Ashley regime, during the Robson regime and Keegan regime. That's how we used to play, up and at them from minute one. And we'll do that today.
Indeed. Of course, there is going to be a remembrance, ceremony with I think the trumpeters there with the last stand as well, Billy.
Yeah, we've got representatives of the Navy, the Air Force, and the Army all there bringing wreaths onto the pitch. Very poignant moment in our year, isn't it? The Remembrance football games.
Certainly is. Lest we forget.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, we can't actually play it because, I would have liked to have thought that we could play this bit, Billy, put the volume on and play this bit, Just obviously don't want to get copyrighted,
Yeah.
It's a long way out for those soldiers to walk, right to the centre circle, of course. And the wreaths are laid within the centre circle and the last stand being played now.
It's last post.
Well, it's last stand or post, I think, isn't it?
It's called last post.
I call it the last stand. I don't know why. I don't know where I've got that in my head from.
It makes the same kind of, I guess it gives the same effect out, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And once again, St. James's Park perfectly observing this. Brian says, last stand, Paul. Are you thinking of Zulu? Oh, God knows. Absolutely, God knows.
Custer, General Custer.
General Custer, yeah. I probably am. I've got it from somewhere. I don't bloody know. But anyway, the teams are in the huddle now. Remember, guys, if you are about to kick off on your TV, just hit pause if you want to be in sync with me and Billy Bob. And then I will say, right, we're underway. And we can all watch the game together. But please, I'll reiterate, no spoilers in the chat, please. Just looking at Arteta, looking very pensive, Billy. Yes. Arsenal will get the game underway. And Arsenal will go left to right. Newcastle attacking the Leazes end in the first half as per usual. And we're off. Here we go. Newcastle United, Arsenal, St. James's Park. Calling the lads. And immediately a bit of head tennis going on. Joe Linton scrapping away. Well, the Arsenal players went down. Is that... I don't know who's gone down there like they've been shot, Billy, but it was a pathetic piece of diving.
It was indeed. And
Joe Linton's immediately played a ball forward towards Callum Wilson. Out to Anthony Gordon. Oh, Gordon's cut inside to Joe Linton again. Skips back to the left, skips back to his right. Gives it to Longstaff. Longstaff to Miggy. I think Trippier looked a bit offside there, but the flag stayed down, headed away by Gabriel, and out for a throw-in. Very positive start, Billy.
This is the start we wanted. Straight up and at them from minute one, and this is what we're doing. We've pressurised them in the middle of the park, and I'm on the attack because of it.
Fabian Schär across to Lascelles on the halfway line. Lascelles down the line. Lovely ball to Kieran Trippier. Inside now for Bruno. Bruno back to Trippier. He'll play that back to Jamal Lascelles. Newcastle looking for a bit of possession in these opening bouts of this match. A little bit of a short pass there by Schär, but Joe Linton was aware to it. Gordon and Byrne just play a little 1-2 between themselves, and it's now back to Fabian Schär. Taking his time on the ball, seeing what's available. He's got many this side. He uses Dan Byrne. Byrne with a turn and gives it to Anthony Gordon on the halfway line. Newcastle being pushed a little bit back here by Arsenal. Fabian Schär has the ball, and good work by Nick Pope there. Told Fabian Schär where he wanted it, but then an awful kick from Nick Pope straight down to rear. That's the difference we were talking about, Billy. His distribution has to be better there because there was players wanting the ball, and he just didn't find any of them.
Well, they had pushed up on us quite a lot. He couldn't go short, so he had to go long, but the long ball was that far away from Wilson. But,
I tell you what, Rea wasn't close to that. He's not confident playing out from the back, is Rea, at all, the way Arsenal wanted him to play. And it was quite clear there that Callum Wilson almost closed him down, Billy. Great work by Gordon. And Arsenal getting in a little bit of a hiccup there, but they managed to get the ball away. And Ben White brings it away for Arsenal, who, incidentally, Billy's gone back to dark hair.
Brilliant. That's the Newcastle throw-in. The ref gave a Newcastle throw-in, Saka. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, he did. Saka claims he didn't know. Yeah. Arms out, and it's like...
He'll be getting grounded.
He will. Byrne now all the way back to Fabian Schär. Schär in his own penalty area. Again, Nick Pope telling him where he wants the ball. Pope, a short ball into Longstaff, who then plays a lovely pass to Fabian Schär. Took the pressure right off there. Schär goes short. No, we're a little bit static here as Bruno now. And that is Havertz all over the back of him, and a free kick to Newcastle United. Bruno did well to win us that, Billy, just took the heat off us. Yeah,
Schär's pass was slightly, but there was no movement up front. They were kind of all had their arms out. Come on, movement. There wasn't any.
Yeah.
In the end, they kind of suffocated us a little bit.
Sorry, guys, I haven't put the screen on big. There you go. Billy, you might have to pause a bit because I've had to go back to my other stream. I'm on 3 minutes 25 now.
Right.
Fabian Schär with the ball for Newcastle. Inside to Longstaff. Longstaff out to Lascelles. I'm coming up to 3 minutes 40 now, Billy.
Yep, with you.
Cool. Yogi, thanks for your £2 super chat. Hope you're both well and enjoy the game. As to you as well, Yogi. We hope you enjoy it. We hope all Newcastle fans enjoy it. The Schär goes wide. Not the greatest ball there for Kieran Trippier. But Newcastle do well to win it back. Ball. Trippier goes down the line. Nice ball, but Longstaff brushed off. Here's Jorginho for Arsenal. Quickly closed down by Bruno, who left a little bit of a foot in there. However, play goes on with Saliba. And Arsenal look a bit static now all of a sudden. Ben White now. Sorry, Billy?
That kind of flew at the beginning. Arsenal now doing the same kind of thing. So,
yeah.
It's both teams going at each other here.
It's with Tomiyasu. Plays the ball down to Martinelli. Martinelli looks to have a run at Kieran Trippier. Trippier wins the ball, but as usual, Mr. Rick O'Shea again, straight back to the Arsenal player. Declan Rice now plays it out wide to Martinelli. Martinelli plays a right-footed ball towards Nketiah in the box. It's dealt with by Lascelles. Trippier turns, gives it to Bruno. Bruno with a lovely turn to get away and sets Callum Wilson up. And Wilson just overhit the pass. I thought Wilson was actually fouled there. Yes, and the referee's given it.
Yeah,
late tackle there. And Stuart Atwell brings it back. It was very late, and he hasn't even spoke to the Arsenal player there.
It's a pity, though, because if the ball had been slightly more under hit, he was in.
Yeah,
Miggy, I think.
He was away. Yeah, I agree. Danny Howard, thank you for your £2 super chat. He says, evening, guys.
Oh, well played.
Oh, lovely turn by Miggy. And he's totally got round Tomiyasu there. And Miggy's making his way down the right-hand side now towards the penalty area. But Tomiyasu wins the ball back. But it comes to Trippier, to Longstaff. Fires in a cross. Rhea punches and had to punch there because there was two Newcastle players bearing down on him. But a great cross from Sean Longstaff there. Now it's with Byrne. Back to Fabian Schär in the centre circle. Schär will again just slow it down, have a look to see what's available. Gives it to Joe Linton. Joe Linton immediately turns and goes on a run. And that might break for Callum Wilson now. Wilson's into the box. There's no real support up with him until Anthony Gordon gets here. Gordon now on his right foot, plays it inside to Bruno. Bruno sees the run of Trippier. It's a lovely ball out to the right-hand side. Trippier controls it well. Plays the pass in, just slightly deflected there. And, there's another late tackle again.
He's given
it to Arsenal. Well, I'm not sure about that. The Casual Gamer, thank you very much for your membership. Welcome to the Toon Review family. Thank you for your ongoing support.
That's an absolute bollock decision. Oh, I don't know, maybe not. He's got the ball, hasn't he?
Well, I thought Bruno won the ball, which is why I thought it was a Newcastle foul in the first instance, but I guess not.
But it's strange to see the Arsenal centre forward that deep defending.
Good passage of play that by Newcastle, though, Billy. Gives us a bit of confidence there.
Yes, again, it was a good play. Trippier looks to have his boots on today, doesn't he, as well, which is
he does,
very, very important for us.
Absolutely.
I think Ben White's been told to get rid of that stupid haircut. I really do. I think Arteta must have had a word with him because he looks an absolute arsehole.
And he didn't fill himself in glory either, let's say that, in the Carabao Cup during the week. Horrendous own goal. Good win in the air by Fabian Schär, but it bounces to Martinelli now. Martinelli to Jorginho. Jorginho has Tomiyasu in support, who in turn has again, I think it was Declan Rice, and Declan Rice wasn't happy that he didn't get the ball there. And Rhea again. That's a nice ball to Ben White, who flicks it on, but Dan Burn is there. Joe Linton flicks it over the top of Ben White, then goes out. Brilliant from Joe Linton. And Joe Linton caught late, and no foul, says the referee. Havertz breaks away for Arsenal. There'll be hell on if Arsenal score here, because that was clearly a foul on Joe Linton. Stuart Atwell said play on. The ball's with Saka. Plays it in the box. It's volleyed away by Fabian Schär. And then Joe Linton clattered again. And the referee still says play on. What the holy hell is going on here?
It's something eating. It's as simple as Joe Linton's still down, by the way.
Yeah, Joe Linton is still down. And the referee this time stops the game. Wow. I mean, 2 instances there on Joe Linton, Billy.
Oh, I don't think that one's a foul. I think that's it. Both coming together.
Yeah, I agree. Both looking at the ball. It's just one of those.
The one before was definitely, which I'm not showing.
Well, you clearly see that, Billy, because he knocked the ball away, didn't he? And then Ben White caught him. Very, very lucky to get away with that, Arsenal. And given if they'd scored that on the break, there would have been holy hell to pay.
And they wouldn't have gone back for a foul either, would they? I don't think they do that, do they?
Probably not, no. Unless, I don't know. Do they do that as a foul in the build-up or something like that? I don't know.
Joe Linton's okay anyway. Thank God, because he's looking on form again today.
Yeah, very hungry. Yeah, certainly the few first touches he's had, Billy, when he's getting the ball, he's making those driving runs towards the penalty area. As we're just seeing Joe Willock warming up. He's having an argument with the fourth official now, is Joe Linton, as Miggy was going to knock it back to Nick Pope until he was told to knock it back to Rhea, because Arsenal did have the ball at the time. Now, why can't Joe Linton come on now? What are they waiting for?
I don't know. It's ridiculous.
It's a 30-second rule or something, isn't it? I think that's what it is. They have to wait for the 30 seconds before he can come back on. He's still not on. And Joe Linton's going mental on the sidelines. He's still not on the pitch, Billy.
This is ridiculous.
The Newcastle fans are going ballistic here, but why is Joe Linton not on the pitch? And finally comes... That was way more than 30 seconds. That's disgraceful, that. Declan Rice now for Arsenal. Plays it inside to Jorginho. Back to Ben White. White, he's got Saka. Saka spins round, but he had 2 men on him. That's a good bit of football by Arsenal. Havertz gets into the box, but a terrible pass for Nketiah. And there's Sean Longstaff taken out late as well. And finally, the referee blows for a free kick.
They're putting the feet in, aren't they?
Christ.
They're putting the feet in, that's for certain. They're getting away with a lot of them as well.
That's ridiculous. I've never seen a player have to wait. Please, let's not argue in the chat. Chippers, behave yourself. Don't call fellow viewers clueless, please. They are entitled to their own opinions. Please do not call fellow viewers clueless. Let's just all get on in the chat. Here's Anthony Gordon in his own half. Makes a nice pass out to Trippier on the halfway line. Trippier immediately looks forward, but there's no pass on. Gives it to Sean Longstaff. Back to Trippier. Back to Jamal Lascelles, who in turn to Share. Share now. Up to Joe Linton. Joe Linton immediately turns. Nothing in front of him. Back to Bruno. Into Dan Byrne now. Byrne forward down the left-hand side. It's not the best ball, and it's gone out of play. But again, Newcastle, Arsenal pressing them, Billy, but Newcastle confident on the ball.
Yes, that definitely. It's good to see. But it's very static up front, which I guess is one of the problems of having Callum Wilson playing.
Indeed.
He comes alive when it's in the box, isn't he?
Yeah. That's what he's there for mainly, though, isn't it? As Ben White halfway up his own half. Now, look at Saka backing in there. And Ketia. How is that?
Referee applauded. Referee, he's got the wall back, though.
Saka wins it back. Joe Linton comes in, and that's a free kick to Arsenal. But to be honest, Arsenal are getting the decisions very early, in my opinion, Billy.
They are.
12 minutes gone, or 12 minutes and 15 seconds, or whatever it is, and it's still goalless at St James's Park. No real efforts on goal yet. As Ben White will take the free kick for Arsenal, crying that Gordon isn't 10 yards back. Just get on with it, dear me. Saliba now for Arsenal. Not much on for him. Good pressing by Gordon. And now Rea under pressure again. It's out to Jorginho. And Arsenal pressed back here, but it's with Gabriel now. Sorry, Saliba. He's got Gabriel in support, doesn't use him, turns. See, this is where I think we should press them, Billy, because they're a liability sometimes.
They all are, apart from Callum Wilson.
Long ball by Rea. Again, one in the air by Nketiah, but it comes down. Declan Rice just got in front of Miggy there to win the ball back. Tomiyasu now for Arsenal. To Jorginho. Back to Tomiyasu. Closed down very quickly by Bruno. It's now Ben White. Down the line looking for Saka. Saka back to Ben White. Lobs a ball forward. Byrne takes out Havertz very well. Longstaff comes back. Wasn't the right pass by Longstaff there. He lost the ball to Havertz. Now, here's Nketiah on the right-hand side for Arsenal. He's got Byrne in front of him to deal with. Joe Linton's coming across to give him a hand as well. And Nketiah goes all the way back to Jorginho. Jorginho inside to Tomiyasu. I'm not sure where Tomiyasu's playing at the minute. He's playing as a centre midfielder. Ben White now inside to Saka, who we know can hit them from there, but Newcastle get back and do really well. Miggy now into Bruno. Bruno's got 3 Arsenal players around him near the penalty area. Bruno's gone down. Arsenal, I think, will get a corner from that. Danny Howard, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, shout out to Billy.
The team have got to be aware when Bruno's getting surrounded. I mean, what's Joe Linton doing now? You've got to give him some support somewhere. Give him a ball to play. Don't stand next to him. And it was good hassling, but Tomiyasu fist pumped getting a corner there, which is quite odd.
Bruno tried to win a free kick there, but obviously was never going to get one because he had 3 Arsenal players around him, and he did try and sneak a free kick. But again, you're right. People just standing watching him when he had 3 Arsenal players around him. This is a dangerous free kick for corner for Arsenal. They do have some height in there as well, so we need to remain switched on. Saka takes the short one to Declan Rice. Rice plays it across now. Jorginho. Martinelli will hit it with his right, but it doesn't go anywhere. Anthony Gordon now and plays it off Declan Rice for a throw to Newcastle. Dealt with that quite well, Billy.
They did, yeah. I'm glad they went short, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. They've got some good height in there, to be honest, and I'm very surprised they took a short corner. Joe Linton flicks the throw on. Ben White plays it out to play. Good pressure that from Anthony Gordon.
Ben White's in England squads. How? I don't get it.
Well, I know. Well, we can ask how about a few players, can't we? I mean, it's just incredible. But hopefully the next England squad will be very different. Anthony Gordon now cleared again by Arsenal, but Newcastle making good progress down the left. Byrne takes it, and it comes to Joe Linton. Joe Linton has to turn, go back over into Lascelles. Lascelles had to be quick there, but plays the ball forward. No one there. Just a little bit rushed there, Newcastle. But again, good pressing now on Ben White. And now it goes back to Rhea. Wilson does press him this time across to Gabriel. But look at Miggy in 100 mile an hour. And then he barges into the back of Gabriel, and a free kick given to Arsenal. Miggy is not happy.
It was stupid, wasn't it? Ridiculous.
Yeah, he went in the back of him. He could have just left him and challenged for the ball, Billy.
Well, Gabriel had nowhere to go. It was just a really silly foul. Really silly foul. Gabriel was in trouble there, and we've given him an easy way out, which is disappointing.
Yeah, I agree. He was certainly in trouble. But good pressing by Miggy in the first instance.
It was excellent.
Yeah, just need to keep that up. As cameras are looking at Eddie Howe. Stuart Atwell telling Rhea to get on with it. Sure, he's not wasting time, is he? Dear God. Launches it up the field. Lascelles is under this with Nketiah. Lascelles wins the header. But it drops for a throw into Arsenal, just on the halfway line. Tomiyasu will take it. I'm not sure that's where the ball went out, but never mind. They always like to grab a few more yards forward. That looked like a foul throw and all.
Yeah. Well, good pressure. This is better pressure. This is better pressure.
That's better. That's much better from Callum Wilson. Rhea did well in the end because it was a really, really heavy back pass to him. Flicked on by Kai Havertz now to Martinelli. Plays a nice ball in, but well read by Trippier. Longstaff. We've got men there. Here's Almiron. Down the line to Trippier. Into the Arsenal half now. Trippier, lovely little ball inside to Bruno. Bruno takes a look. He sees Anthony Gordon on the left. Not a great ball, though. And Arsenal get the ball back now. Motoring forward with Havertz. Something I never thought I'd say. Here's Ben White now for Arsenal. Again, tracked back brilliantly. Anthony Gordon, who wanted to throw in. Not given, but good work from Anthony Gordon. Declan Rice now. Halfway through the Newcastle half. Jorginho out wide again to Ben White. Saka. Nice little bit of play between him and Havertz. But Newcastle clear the danger. Wilson underneath this one. It comes to Joe Linton now with a bit of space in his own half to look for an outlet. It's a rotten ball. He should have done a lot better than that, but Trippier has won it back. Very late tackle on Trippier, and that hurt him. And the referee's allowed play to go on. You bastard! No way!
He gave us the advantage, didn't he?
Sorry?
He gave us the advantage. Well played.
Well, there wasn't exactly an advantage, though, Billy, because...
Brilliant, Bruno. Oh, brilliant, Bruno.
Oh, what a ball down the line for Miggy. And at Newcastle United, well, they've got 3 against 4 here. Miggy cuts it inside to Callum Wilson. Wilson, back to Miggy. It was a terrible pass from Callum Wilson. And Wilson put his hands out to Miggy as if to say, how can you not control that? But it was blasted to him. And Declan Rice is on a wonderful run here from Arsenal. Plays it wide for Nketiah. He's in the penalty area. Back to Saka. Saka will always want to come back on his left and hit his shot. It's blocked straight to Declan Rice. Martinelli now running against Trippier into the box, floats the ball across. Byrne is there with Nketiah, but it drops to Saka. But Anthony Gordon is back there and out for a corner. But that all came around, Billy. He literally gave Newcastle 6 seconds of advantage there. It was never going to be. He should have called it back.
If that, there was never advantage there. Yeah, you're right. It was a foul. Trippier did get back up though, which is good for us, I guess. But yeah, it was a free kick.
Good work.
I agree with Fez. Wilson is definitely costing us. He's dare I say, a little slow.
I didn't like that, the way he passed to Miggy. It was a terrible pass, yet he put his hands out to Miggy as if to say, you should have done better when it was a terrible pass. He's got to improve that.
I agree.
It's an Arsenal corner. Saka floats it into the near post. It's flicked on. It's bouncing around. There's Newcastle players down in the area all over the place. It bounces to Martinelli. Brilliant block from Trippier. I'm not sure what the hell was going on in the penalty area, but it's still play on.
Someone was pulled to the floor. The referee just let it go. Unbelievable, Atwell. Definite from the Nuneaton.
Atwell is having a Castor without a shadow of a doubt already, and we're only 20 minutes in. Martinelli for Arsenal now. Cuts it inside. Good ball that to Saliba, who's in a lot of space here, and he will hit it. It's deflected, and another corner to Arsenal. I'm not happy with the amount of space Saliba was given there, Billy, just to walk in and have a shot.
No, we look, dare I say, leggy already?
Yeah. But Arsenal, with a little bit of pressure on here, So we need to come. Declan Rice is literally in tears about his shirt being pulled. I mean, he's literally crying there, Billy. I mean, 2 Newcastle players were thrown to the floor as well. Let's not forget that. But I think this game was always going to be swings and roundabouts, and it comes from Saka. Poor punches. That's to the edge of the box and a volley way over the top. I think it was Jorginho. Yes, it was.
We saw the difference between the punching, though. When they did it two-handed, look at Pope just swinging a fist at it. He has no idea where it's going.
Yeah, there was no. It's a punch to the edge of the box again.
He's got 2 hands on it. Otherwise, don't just catch it. But he couldn't catch that. But still, I mean, this could be a long kick, I think.
Yeah, he's going upfield here just to get the pressure off us a little bit. Pope's kick will look for Callum Wilson again. Wilson bounces over everybody's head. Anthony Gordon's come right over there. Good header by Trippier, but it bounces loose again for Declan Rice. He skips past Kieran Trippier. Lovely ball inside to Nketiah. That's brilliant football from Arsenal. Declan Rice running against Lascelles, who does very well to get a block in, and another corner for Arsenal. But brilliant passing there by Declan Rice, Billy, and he's having a good game so far.
The Arsenal on top at the moment. The first heavy ball, our fluid that started at the beginning has died, really. Problem is we've got no central striker to kind of aim for, hold the ball up. That's a big kind of... Wilson isn't doing the job, I'm afraid. Yep,
I agree. The ball's coming back too quickly for me, Billy.
Yeah, it is way too quickly. There's no outlet for us.
Here is Martinelli for Arsenal. Right-footed cross into the box. And Nketiah's got a head on it. But it was drifting over his head. He got a little bit of a contact on it, but not enough to put it on target, and it's a goal kick. Jimmy Jones says, you mean number 41, Paul? Yes, I do. I'm sorry. We shall not say his name, Billy. Agent Text Stream says, Wilson's too slow. I mean, he's not holding the ball up today very well at all.
Well, he's not offering us anything. He's not even in the press, really. He might get a goal and then everything will be forgotten. It's similar to Wolves last week, I guess.
Absolutely. It's gone back to Ray, who gets a good contact with that, considering the pace that was hit at him, and it's gone out to play. Newcastle United throw in. Eddie Howe's not looking too pleased at the moment, Billy.
You can't blame him. We're second best. We're second to the ball. It's Arsenal have come and they've increased their tempo a little bit, and they're first to everything at the minute. More desire, more urgency.
Yeah, we can't take the risk of them having a lot of the ball, Billy, because Arsenal will score. We can't sit back and just try and hit them on the break all the time. Bruno turns. Oh, there you go. Down again. Kai Havertz, your big absolute wet end. And now Newcastle breaking down the right-hand side now with Almiron. Almiron skips past Tomiyasu. He's got the beating of him all day, Billy.
Oh, come on, Miggy.
Oh, and then a poor ball in to Sean Longstaff, and Arsenal win the ball back. And then Miggy takes out Declan Rice. And Atwell, of course, immediately blows his whistle.
It was a blatant free kick.
Well, it was, yeah. I mean, you could see that coming a mile away. But a poor pass again from Miggy. He does the hard work and then an easy ball in, Yeah.
Declan Rice has been imperious in this game so far. He's the difference for Arsenal at the minute.
Absolutely, he's all over the place. He's defending. He's pushing them forward. I know Jimmy Jones won't like hearing that, but he's been immense so far in this game. But we just need to settle down a little bit again. We started the game okay. We just need to get back into a little bit of a rhythm. Lascelles with a header for Newcastle United. Comes down to Declan Rice. And Nketiah knocked off the ball by Lascelles. Good defending that. Nick Pope now launches the ball forward, looking... What the hell has he done there?
Well, I guess it's better than hitting it to Wilson. It comes right back.
Yeah,
he has no out ball. Paul, he's got no out ball whatsoever.
Yeah. I think he was expecting Miggy to be a bit further forward in the pitch there, to be fair. He wasn't.
Well,
that's another foul throw from Tomiyasu.
He is, he's getting away with it every time. Oh, dear.
Well, that's not a good ball. Man, now Almiron breaks forward for Newcastle United. Plays it out to Wilson. Wilson cuts past Gabriel, but then Gabriel just stands him up and says, you shall not pass, sunshine. Goal kick to Arsenal. And Arsenal celebrating that like a goal.
Out-muscled, out-paced.
You're not going to get Gabriel like that. I mean, Wilson tries to go down the right-hand side. Gabriel just stands big. He's a strong guy. Wilson tries to pull him back, but the pace there was evident to see. Good defending by Gabriel, just holds him off.
Yeah, he shinned it, then he got a terrible first touch.
Yeah. Avina Turkish, member for 4 months. Thank you very much, Avina. Playing with 10 men with Wilson up front offers nothing outside the box. So far, that seems to be the case. Newcastle win the ball back. And Wilson again, a yard too slow. If he got there, Gordon was through, Billy.
Yeah, flick through for Gordon. He was in one-on-one. Just too slow, isn't he?
Well, he's not at the races. I mean, it really is frustrating because if he played that ball, it's just way too slow. Even Jorginho was quicker than him. And here come Arsenal down the left now with Martinelli. Trippier's gone out there, as has Sean Longstaff. Back to Declan Rice. Back to Martinelli. Martinelli inside to Saka. Saka knocks it back to Jorginho. Clipped in towards Tomiyasu. Good defending by Kieran Trippier. And the ball is out for a throw. Goal kick. Arsenal playing through us again, Billy.
Yeah, Longstaff's been very quiet as well. He played Wednesday, 90 minutes. So maybe we're kind of expecting too much from him. But yeah, Longstaff's been very quiet. They're taking control of midfield with their 3 against our 2 at the minute because Joe Litton and Bruno have started the game pretty well, actually.
I mean, I think we have to sort of gauge Callum Wilson to what he is now, Billy. He's not this out-and-out pacey striker. He's deadly in the box, and that's what he does for us really well. But when we're looking for somebody to, link play up and things like that, he's not that kind of player now.
Well, he's not even effective in the press anymore, Paul, and that's kind of the be-all and end-all of our game.
Oh, that's nasty on Dan Burn. That's nasty. Newcastle win a free kick, but Burn went over the top of Big Joe for it to win a header, and he's landed horribly.
Well, his shoulder's always dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not his shoulder that's hurting, I don't think.
Maybe his back, but it was a horrible fall.
Oh, it's on his shoulder. On his back. Yeah, it's his back.
He's holding his lower back.
He's coming down from a big height, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gone way over Havertz and Joe Linton. It could be impact. He's up on his feet anyway without a physio. So I think he's winded, Billy.
Yes, indeed.
It'll take more than that to put Big Dan Burn down, though. But Newcastle, have a very good free kick opportunity here.
Yeah. Let's hope that Trippier can get some good delivery in. Very high line from Arsenal. This is the usual defensive way of defending these free kicks, isn't it? If we can get someone through the gap and in, we could have some joy here.
Yeah. Jimmy Jones, thanks for the $4.99. He says, do you think injuries have taken a toll on Wilson? Legs gone?
Yeah, legs are definitely a little bit slower than what they were.
Nice little free kick between Gordon and Trippier, but it doesn't end up with the ball in the box. Gordon, nice ball inside to Bruno. Bruno clips it towards the back post where Dan Burn is waiting. The ball bounces and Wilson misses. I think he's offside. I think the flag's gone up, or I don't know what's going on. I think it was offside against Dan Burn, not Callum Wilson there, Billy. We're having another look at it now. It was a beautiful ball from Gordon to Bruno, who's in a lot of space.
Yeah, he's offside.
Yeah, Dan Burn is offside. And Wilson is pretty pleased because he's missed from 4 yards out.
Declan Rice has done that before against Newcastle for West Ham, and we scored from it.
But, yes, it was offside, but we threatened there. That was the main thing. Dan Burn now to Joe Linton. Joe Linton's got 3 Arsenal players around him. Yeah. Burn sweeps through the ball. It's all he could do there, Billy, to be fair.
He could do. They're getting more men into midfield, aren't
they? We thought, Billy, yesterday that we were going to be the better in the midfield because of who we had, but they're bossing it.
Well, wherever the ball is, the fullback from the other side stepping in and making a four, really, that's why we're losing. We were man short every time.
Yeah.
That's what Zinchenko does when he played, and Tomiyasu doing much the same.
We've got 1,400 people watching so far, guys. Thank you for joining us today. Please do subscribe if you are new. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, which will tell you when we schedule live shows or record. And, of course, please do hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying the commentary, guys. Vital to the channel. We keep the likes coming in. So hit that thumbs up button, please. We really do appreciate it. I'm not sure that was a foul, Billy. I think Saka's played that one.
Absolutely wasn't a foul. He's let a lot worse go, put it that way.
Yeah, he has. Atwell takes the bait. Half an hour gone at St James's. Still goalless, but Arsenal, if there's any team been knocking on the door more, it's been Arsenal. Long ball from the free kick. Taken down by Nketiah to Saka. Back to Nketiah. Inside now to Jorginho. Out now to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu has to give it back to Gabriel. Back to Tomiyasu now. Tomiyasu will bring the ball forward towards the Newcastle penalty area. Little back heel to Martinelli. Martinelli inside now to Jorginho. Jorginho looking for an outlet, gets it from Saliba. Saliba with a bit of time on the ball, outside to Ben White. Ben White to Saka, cuts inside, and Dan Burn was, let's just say, poached into making that challenge, I think. And Arsenal again asking a question for a booking.
Get to fuck. It's a foul.
All it was a foul. It wasn't a nasty tackle or anything like that. It was just he went for the ball. He was just a bit late. It's not a booking.
He got there as quick as he could, let's say. Sean Longstaff's a yard short of pace as well in this game. We've hardly seen him, have we? Yeah, whether that's down to the game the other night, I'm pretty sure it would be. But yeah, we've hardly seen him at all. He looks a yard short of pace also.
It's certainly not the first half I was expecting, to be fair, Billy. I think Arsenal are having much the better of this. But no keepers had to make a save yet. That's a big point.
Yeah, it is.
Martinelli floats in the free kick. Joe Linton underneath this one to clear it. It's going to come to Tomiyasu now. Back to Declan Rice. Rice back at Jorginho. Arsenal having to just rebuild again here. Newcastle pushing out. Ben White thumps the ball to the right-hand side. What a ball that is to Martinelli. Martinelli doesn't get any joy out of Dan Burn, though. Anthony Gordon tries to bring it away. He's got Arsenal claim for the throw-in. Havertz was all over him, but Newcastle get it. Joe Linton now turns, gets it into Sean Longstaff. Longstaff's got Trippier on the right-hand side now, sets him away. Kieran Trippier into the Arsenal half, darting forward, looking for options. Not really any there. Longstaff is tanking forward, but he was too late to get the pass to him. Miggy and Trippier just going a few 1-2s. Trippier tried to chip the ball in for Bruno, but it just didn't come off. Those little passes just not happening at the moment, Billy.
No, they're not. It's a very bitty game, isn't it? Let's be perfectly honest about it. It's not the free-flowing game we thought it would be.
No. Here's Bruno for Newcastle to Joe Linton. Halfway through the Arsenal half, lays it into the path of Fabian Schär. Schär, again, just taking a look and then pings one out to the right-hand side, but he's underhit that pass.
Not much that.
Which has been, very unusual. But Arsenal don't get anywhere with it, and it's going to come to Jamal Lascelles, who lets that roll out for a throw-in. Just inside the Newcastle
Agent Tech Stream says the crowd do need to be louder. We can't hear them, obviously.
Yeah,
but they do definitely. If it's kind of muted, they've got to get into the game more. Well played,
it's a little bit annoying, isn't it?
Well played, Callum Wilson. Brilliant.
Oh, that's well done. That's more like it, Callum. Brilliant. And Anthony Gordon spins away from Kai Havertz. Sorry, Jorginho. It's now Anthony Gordon. Plays it back now to Dan Burn. Newcastle set up in the Arsenal half now. Bruno. Again, he looks to the right-hand side, picks out Jamal Lascelles, who's got Trippier and Almiron ahead of him. It goes to Trippier. Trippier then straight down the line to Almiron. Almiron cuts back. Inside to Sean Longstaff. Back to Almiron. Into Bruno. Nice little interchange there, but a little bit under hit. It's now with Joe Linton. Lovely ball to Trippier. Trippier can get an opportunity to cross here. Sean Longstaff a yard too slow getting to that.
Yeah, the ball was slightly overhit, wasn't it?
Newcastle win a throw in. I just think he was late to react to that, Billy. It's back with Lascelles now, and he in turn goes to Fabian Schär. But a good bit of possession this for us, Bill.
Yeah, well played. Oh, Joe Linton's first touch was horrific.
Yeah, but we get it back with Anthony Gordon. Good work. Back to Bruno. Lovely ball to Fabian Schär now. Fabian Schär, he's going to whip one in, but it's deflected and a throw into Newcastle level with the penalty area.
I don't think he was shooting there.
I do as well. And to be honest, I don't think he caught it very well, to be honest. I think we got away with one there. But now Stuart Atwell...
He stopped the game to let someone do the laces up. That's ridiculous.
Declan Rice tie the lace, yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. Callum Wilson made a point of it. What the hell are you doing, referee? But it gives us a chance to get something up to Dan Burn's wrist, it looks like.
Yeah.
I noticed last pass Dan Burn played, he was literally holding his back as he played it. It was an odd situation for him to be in. He looks all right now. Some
people saying in the chat that the crowd are doing okay. Some people saying the crowd aren't. I don't know which way the wind's blowing at the minute, but well, Newcastle player went down there. I'm not sure what happened. Just a clash together. As Kieran Trippier has it on the halfway line, being pushed back by Arsenal here, but Miggy's in support. Almiron now on the halfway line into Bruno. Bruno, good strength by Bruno holding off Jorginho. Back to Trippier. Trippier turns to Longstaff. Back to Bruno now. Bruno right by the touchline on the halfway mark. Gives it back to Lascelles. Newcastle definitely improving a bit of possession here, though, Billy.
Yeah, they've looked a lot better the last 5 minutes. A lot better. And then we do that.
Yeah, and Saka's on his bike. We've got to be quick there. Saka, ball over the top for Havertz. Havertz nods it on
Great
for Saka
tackle.
again. And a beautiful tackle by Fabian
referee!
Schär. Oh, that's a late one by Havertz. That is an awful tackle by Kai Havertz. He's going to be booked.
I know.
But Newcastle are incensed by that, as are the crowd.
Not the first time he's done it either on Dan
No,
Burn,
it's
is it?
not. He's
Kai
a
Havertz.
little shit, is Kai Havertz. He is an absolute little shit.
I do hope VAR are looking at this because that was very late.
Well, I wonder if it was high as well, Billy. Declan Rice telling the crowd to calm down.
He's booked Anthony Gordon.
Longstaff is still down. It was an
still
awful
down.
tackle.
Any chance of getting the physios on, ref?
I mean, there was no need for Havertz to make that tackle, Billy. There was no way he was getting there in a million years.
That's a yellow card for me. It's not.
Yeah, it's not a red. It's definitely a yellow.
Oh, I don't know, though. He jumped in.
Oh, I don't know, Billy. Oh, I tell you what, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I hope VAR are looking at that.
Any confirmation that VAR are looking at it.
No, they won't do, will they?
How many bookings have we had in this game? Is it
Well,
just
Anthony
the one?
Gordon. I think Anthony Gordon got booked.
What for?
I don't know. They're talking about it now.
Stuart Atwell is an absolute disgrace. He really is.
Yeah, he's booked Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, that's disgraceful. I mean, you know, what's the world coming to when you get a booking for that? Pathetic. Of course, that's Anthony Gordon's 6th yellow card of the season, and now Lascelles and Havertz having a to-do. Havertz did this for Chelsea, and I think he's going to be a marked man, Kai Havertz, and rightly so. But we just need to keep a bit of discipline here.
Look,
Stuart Atwell is still all over the place.
Another one going in the book. Is it Dan Burn? He's booked Longstaff.
Eh?
And Fabian Schär. Ref's lost control of this.
He's completely lost the fucking plot. What the hell is going on here?
He's booked Sean Longstaff for getting crippled, basically. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So how many bookings is that? 4?
Yeah, 4 for Newcastle. Gordon, Longstaff, 3 for Newcastle, isn't it? Maybe Lascelles as well. Maybe give me 4.
I don't know. I'll go with 3 for now, Billy.
VAR say that the decision is reckless, not dangerous. What's the difference?
Almiron now having a go at Tomiyasu into the box. Good run by Almiron. Beautiful right-footed cross. Just drifts out. But at least Miggy's trying on his right, Billy. We're starting to see a lot more.
Yes.
But this is absolutely disgusting referee. What did Longstaff get booked for?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Eddie Howe is going absolutely ballistic on the touchline, and rightly so. What the hell? And how long's Rhea taking to take this goal kick? The referee's lost it, Billy. You're right. I think he's completely lost touch of this game.
Outrageous that you can get a book for getting crit.
Oh, there's another late one by Declan Rice. He claims he got the ball. Bruno's gone down. This game has just completely gone. The referee has caused this, Billy.
So you can do that. You can do that on a player, but you forgetting fouled, you get booked. I mean, this. Oh, he's got his foot up again.
I mean, I don't.
He has got the ball, to be fair to him.
But it was late, Billy. I think that's what the thing is. It's a late. I mean, Declan Rice isn't a dirty player. I'm not having to go with Declan Rice, but I'm astounded by Longstaff's booking. I don't understand.
Unless he said something, of course. Well, we don't know that, do we?
Well, 5 minutes to half time. It's still goalless, incredibly, but this match has just sparked into life. And here come Newcastle again with Almiron going at Tomiyasu into the box. Turns, lays it back to Trippier. Trippier's cross. Oh, it's going to go. He just couldn't take it.
No on your left foot, man.
Yeah, I think it flicked off Lascelles' head. I think Wilson I'm trying to look where look where Wilson is here, and I think Lascelles takes the ball off his head. Wilson was there to nod it in, but I think Lascelles has took it off his head, Billy.
Well, he didn't shout, did he? Clearly. Obviously,
And then it's bounced to Anthony Gordon, but here come Arsenal now at the other end. Martinelli lays it back to Declan Rice. Rice across to Saka. Saka brings it down really well. Plays it back now to Ben White. Ben White has to go back to Jorginho. No options for Jorginho. Across to Gabriel. Gabriel again. Arsenal being pushed back by Newcastle. But it goes left now to Martinelli. Trippier in front of him. Martinelli puts it inside to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu's playing a very strange position today, Billy. I mean, 1 minute he's at left back. Next minute he's playing sort of midfield.
Well, this is what we said about it. This is what Zinchenko does, isn't it? They step into midfield when the ball's on the other side of the pitch, making the extra man. This is what we looked at running for man for a little while. It's back, even again now, though.
Yeah. Here's Saka. Inside now to Havertz. Havertz clipped over the top, but that's going to be Nick Pope's all day long. And he will calm things down. Look, if you look here, Billy, Lascelles just...
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Callum Wilson's there. Oh.
But does Saliba get it?
Couldn't bring it down.
If Lascelles doesn't get it, does Saliba get ahead on it? Possibly.
Well, I guess it's all hypothetical, isn't it? But certainly a crazy last 10 minutes of this game as Joe Linton tries to step away. Bruno, great strength on Declan Rice. And now sets Wilson away. Wilson's got Trippier ahead of him, who's also got Miggy ahead of him. And a mix-up between Trippier and that is an Arsenal goal kick. The less said about that, the better there, Billy Bob.
Yeah, I mean, Miggy stopped and Trippier didn't see him stop and played the pass, unfortunately.
And Newcastle, by the way, live again next Saturday at the same time. 5:30 kickoff away at Bournemouth. Jorginho just feeling his ankle there, but he's back on his feet now. Couple of minutes to half-time, still 0-0. But Newcastle have definitely come back into it, Billy.
There'll be a lot of added time in this half, I can guarantee you.
Yeah, there will be.
At least 5 minutes.
Arsenal had a good 10, 15-minute spell, but I think we've come back into it a lot more since then, Billy.
Yeah, we have, definitely. Just look more urgency amongst us. Oh, you lucky bastard. How's he got away with that?
Kai Havertz gets the better and plays it into Nketiah. Great tackle by Lascelles. Good strength from Jamal Lascelles.
Should be a Newcastle ball,
clears it and wins the throw in. Shakuro, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. I can't read the comment out, unfortunately, but I agree.
I don't know. That could be a penalty, you know.
No, it's just strength from Jamal.
It's just across him.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Brilliant.
No way in hell is that a penalty.
Brilliant defending. And great ball from Joe Linton. That's a fantastic pass.
Brilliant pass. Sets Trippier away now on the right-hand side. Trippier motoring over the halfway line, looking for who's ahead of him. Mickey pointing to where he wants it, but there isn't much support there for Trippier. Finds Bruno now. Good bit of play by Bruno. Sees Nketiah off. Oh, lovely ball inside to Joe Linton, who will hit this, and it's blocked. It comes loose to Anthony Gordon just outside the penalty area. Plays it back to Bruno. He will rifle one just wide of the post. But that's better from Newcastle United, and I wonder where that Joe Linton shot might have headed, Billy.
Bruno and Joe Linton have been the two bright lights for me this first half.
Yeah.
Both been fantastic, as always, with Bruno. Joe Linton's definitely coming into a run of form, which is great for us.
It was Joe Linton that set that move away, wasn't it? With a beautiful ball out to the right-hand side for Trippier to run onto.
Fantastic vision to spread the ball from that. It was brilliant.
And Rea takes the goal kick.
Great header.
Still left. Lascelles towering above Nketiah. And again, Wilson now causing a few problems for Saliba. That's better, Wilson. Much better. And now Gordon almost gets away by Saliba, but brilliant strength from the Arsenal centre-back. That's not a great pass. Longstaff in first. There's some very, very nitty tackles going in here, and there's one there as well. And Arsenal now set away on the left-hand side with Tomiyasu. Players falling. Oh, what a bit of skill by Tomiyasu. Sails away from Almiron, but Trippier's there.
Jorginho's trying to get Longstaff sent off here.
I believe he is. I think it was Jorginho. No need to go down like that. There's going to be 4 minutes of additional time. Dylan Richardson, thanks for your $1.99.
Sable.
Newcastle win a throw-in. I mean, I don't know what Jorginho's complained to the referee about. Well, you know, if you booked Gordon and Longstaff, why aren't you booking him? I mean,
He's not even touched him. He's not even touched him. He's gone down like a sack of spuds. What an absolute fanny.
of course, it was Bruno. But Bruno's only running. I mean, honestly, ridiculous.
Oh, not there, Joe. Did well.
Oh, Joe, careful. Yep, back to Fabian Schär. Knocks it across to Jamal Lascelles. Inside now to Bruno. Back to Lascelles. Lascelles back to Fabian Schär. Schär now has to bring the ball out and does it exquisitely. He's over up to the halfway line. Ball in now to Longstaff. Longstaff, no, it should have gone to Almiron. Wrong ball. Tried to play it in for Wilson. That ball was never on, Billy.
No, I mean, Wilson wouldn't have had one if it even had been, So it's a pointless ball, really. Almiron's in acres of space on the far side. We're in trouble
Absolutely.
Here.
That's a good ball. Here's Martinelli bursting into the penalty area. Trippier tries to get back. Martinelli on his right foot. Straight at Nick Pope. And Pope hangs onto the ball. Just sort of bounces it down as he normally does with shots. No, but again, I think, could Martinelli have done better with that shot, Billy?
Well, yeah. I mean, Lascelles has really well, actually, to get close to him. And he had nowhere to go, really. Lascelles has been outstanding in his first half, I've got to say.
Yeah, he has. Ball forward again. Dan Burn flicks it on, looking for... And again,
what's Ben White on the floor?
Ben White rolls around like a tart. Honestly, it's pathetic. Twat. Dear me.
Bruno is running around a bit.
I'll tell you what.
He hasn't touched him there, though.
Nah. Jorginho's
what the hell am I there for? He hasn't touched him. No touch whatsoever. Referee's looking at it.
Brushed him. Garant Thomas, thank you for your 199 super chat. I know I can say that, but I'm not going to. Come on, let's make sensible conversation here. Saka comes down the right. Good work by Anthony Gordon. Andy wins the throw in as well. Saka is incensed.
Oh, dear me.
And we get a free kick for foul by Nketiah on Bruno. It's feisty, Billy, if anything.
Yeah, I think that suits us more than them, to be honest. But they're getting away with more, which it doesn't suit us, does it? Fight kicked off with Bruno.
Oh, Declan Rice comes over to Bruno. I'm not sure what's going on there.
They're trying to get Bruno sent off. This is it. This is trying to get the red fire's flying on him, and he has.
But why did Arsenal fans? Why did Rice come to Bruno?
I don't know. Atwell's letting him off with it anyway. But why hasn't he had a word with Declan Rice?
Bruno went to. Well, he went to take the free kick.
It's a throw-in, isn't it?
I don't know. Siderita, thank you very much for your £2 super chat. He says the ref likes fish sticks. I'm not sure what the hell went on there. Bruno went to take he didn't realise Dan Burn had the ball behind him. So he went to take a quick free kick. Brilliant. And now he's Anthony Gordon now. Cuts across. Gordon plays the ball out to the right-hand side now to Almiron, who's got Trippier absolutely blobbing forward. Trippier's ball into the box. And it's headed away really well by Saliba.
Well in, Miggy.
And Miggy goes in on Martinelli. That's a Newcastle throw. Without a doubt, 100%. Ball into the box there. Great defending, I have to say, by Saliba. Saliba and Gabriel have looked really, really good.
Especially Saliba. I think Gabriel can be got out, but Saliba's been absolutely outstanding.
Yep. We've had the 4 minutes of additional time, but still Stuart Atwell plays on, and Gordon flattened from behind, and then the referee decides to blow for half-time. He has had an absolute stinker.
He wasn't given the free kick, was he?
No, he wasn't. Absolute stinking from Stuart Atwell that first half.
Yeah, he's ruined the game, to be honest. He really has ruined the game. If he referees this game properly, none of this indiscipline happens. Kai Havertz should have been sent off. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind.
100% agree with that, Billy.
And the referee for that managed to book 3 Newcastle players against the man that one for Arsenal who committed the foul. Ridiculous. He's absolutely ruined the game. And since then, our discipline has been a bit lax. To be fair, Bruno does look on the tightrope at the minute. He's the red line has been crossed for him, but hopefully Hartson can calm him down a bit.
I mean, look, the game has certainly opened out, Billy, hasn't it? Because Arsenal did have a 10-15-minute spell where they were looking like the team that was going to get the first goal. But we've come back into it a lot more since then. It's just, again, just that final little ball that we're not perfecting.
I think both sides are defending really well, to be fair. Both sets of centre-halves have had really good games. Both sides have got in down the flanks, but the centre-halves of both sides have been absolutely outstanding, I think.
Yep. 12-man Toon, thank you for your 199 super chat. Stuart Pratwell can F right off. Agreed, 100%. I think Lascelles, I think both sets of centre-backs, Billy, have been very, very strong in the first half.
Yeah, really good. Lascelles for us and Saliba for Arsenal have both been quality class. They really have.
Yeah.
I know. Who thought we'd be saying it about Jamal Lascelles playing this kind of game against? Okay, it's one centre forward, but I think he's won most of his aerial duels. Stats probably tell us different, but his passing's been really good. He just looks a leader today. He looks really good, and Trippier's also looked good. Also going forward,
but the thing is, I think Lascelles, he looks more confident on the ball, Billy. When he's bringing the ball out, or he's getting involved in the quick passing where Lascelles never used to do that. You know what I mean? Like the quick triangles and things to play it out. He's a lot more on the ball.
He used to be very ponderous, didn't he? And he's shed a few pounds, no doubt about it. He looks a lot more alert. He looks a better player for it, I've got to say.
Yep. Dylan, thanks for another 199 super chat. He says, I'd like to report a crime. Atwell is doing a heist. Well, let's bring in Alex. Alex, your thoughts?
I'm ready for a fight. So is everyone. It's just a game that's been, regardless of the final score now, the game's been ruined by the referee. Every player's lost their head. Bruno included. Like, our lads have lost their heads as well. And the Arsenal players, they've all lost their heads because the referee's not controlled the game properly, which is his job. It's the game's been destroyed by the referee. And I need to say this now because the score's still 0-0. Nobody's lost, so there's no bias coming out of it. We should have had a player sent off because Bruno lost his head. They should have had a player sent off in Kai Havertz because of his challenge. So technically, we're still all 0-0s. We're still all red on red. It's balanced. And we need to say the referee has ruined this game outright. Ruined it.
I mean, completely. the incident with Kai Havertz, Alex, was a disgrace. The referee completely lost his head there. Newcastle were incensed by the challenge. For me, it was high. It was a red card. But as Billy said in the commentary, VAR said it was reckless, not dangerous. Well, I don't see the point. If you make a reckless tackle, then it's instantly dangerous, isn't it?
Well, he had his stud up. He was going full speed. It's a dangerous challenge, in my opinion. He's out of control. He cannot control whether or not he breaks Sean Longstaff's leg there. He could completely snap him. Very dangerous. Yeah. Likewise, what Bruno did was silly and should have been a red card as well. But the players, the referee's been struggling. I think about 30 to 35 minutes, I mentioned just to who I'm watching the game with, that, the referee's decisions have been terrible so far, but it's not impacted the game yet. And oh boy, was I in for a shock for the next 10 minutes. Like for Arsenal's time wasting, stopping the game so that Declan Rice can tie his shoelace. It's just ridiculous. It's so bad.
I agree.
So bad. He needs, if Anthony Taylor got demoted to the Championship for whatever his performance was the other day, then Stuart Atwell needs to, he needs to go and referee cricket or just another sport entirely, because it's just not good enough. It's awful. It's beyond. There's not really anything we can talk about in the game because the referee's completely taken the limelight away from the game.
Yeah, I think me and Billy mentioned before you came on there, Alex, the both sets of centre backs have been very, very good. Saliba and Gabriel and Lascelles and Cher. But what I'm really liking about Lascelles at the minute is the way he is now starting to, pass the ball around very quickly, in these triangles, and looks a lot more comfortable passing the ball. He doesn't panic. He's not treating the ball as a hot potato. And, I've been really, really pleased with the way he's played.
Yeah, Cher and Lascelles have looked really, really solid. Lascelles has improved a lot. He's calm. He's careful. Don't want to jinx it for the second half. We'll see. There's still mistakes in everybody's game, but Lascelles looks better, a lot better. And again, the Arsenal centre halves have been magnificent because Wilson's been really trying, and they've not given him a sniff.
Well, I don't think Wilson's been good for the first 20 minutes, Alex. He's definitely come into the game more now, but I think he was poor first 20.
Well, I'm not sure he's been poor. I don't think it's poor. I think you've got to give a lot of credit to the Arsenal centre halves. They've been absolutely magnificent.
What I mean is his passing.
Wilson's been trying to
give the ball away a few times. Simple passing.
Okay, fair enough. But
he is giving them a rough ride. I mean, we know what he's like.
Yeah, but like runs, change of pace, going in the box and trying to make things happen. He does look like he's sharp. It's just that the Arsenal centre halves are giving him a real difficult afternoon, evening. So I'm not going to put that all on the doorstep of Wilson. I think you can see he's visibly trying to do, he's doing all right. He looks like he's trying to get involved. He could have had a goal, very close. But if we try and move away from the referee, I mean, this game looks fairly 50-50.
I've just seen the Bruno incident again, Alex, and I have to say he's a very lucky boy.
It's a red card.
Yeah, 100%. From one camera angle, he definitely sticks his forearm out. Yeah,
it's definitely a red card. Without any
and this is 100% why 3 or 4 months ago, when we were having the conversation about captains, I said Bruno should never be a captain for the club because he does that. He wears his heart on his sleeve, which is admirable and helps him in certain moments, not as a captain.
I noticed how Sky are looking at that 4 or 5 times and only looked at the Havertz tackle once. I mean, what the hell?
I don't think he does that if the referee doesn't book 4 of our players when one of our players got fouled.
Yeah. Well, it's the referee's lost complete control of the game. He's not dealt with incidents correctly, which has led to things boiling over, more and more progressively more dangerous tackles going in, which has then resulted in the Havertz tackle. And then our players are absolutely incensed and trying to get justice, ideally. He's just booking everyone. He's completely lost control of the game because of the poor management in the first half an hour of it. It's the referee's doing, all of it.
Why did he book Longstaff? I don't understand why he booked Longstaff.
For getting fouled, apparently. It's ridiculous.
How many yellow cards are Newcastle on? Is it 3 or 4?
Not a clue.
I've got 3 on the
He's just kind of he's waved it in a general direction. At this point, it's impossible to know. It's just ridiculous.
Some people saying that the Sky pundits are saying neither was a red card.
Idiots.
Well,
idiots.
The casual
I'll tell you what is important.
Yeah.
In theory, Bruno should never be off because if Havertz gets the deserved red card, none of that spillover happens.
Yeah.
And none of the after effects ever happen. So if they make the right call, you don't get any of those yellows or the Bruno stuff.
3 yellows.
3, yeah, okay.
Longstaff and Gordon.
The casual gamer, thank you for your £2 super chat. Demoting the ref would punish lower leagues. Ban him completely.
Stuart Atwell was once banned for giving a goal for a ball that went wide of the post.
Yeah, I remember that. $10 super chat from Tomeo. Team depth is challenged more than ever. Injuries and now potential suspensions with these players on yellows. And a £5 super chat from Tommy Cockles. Thank you very much. And he says, this ref must get a bonus for every time he looks like a shizzle stick. It beggars belief, man. Honestly, it beggars absolute belief. But, the game is 0-0, Alex. And I do think certainly our wide men can get at theirs. Ben White's there to be got at by Gordon, and certainly Miggy can get the better of Tomiyasu. He has done a few times in the first half.
Yeah, but they've been very well drilled. Arteta's been practicing because the little traps they're setting traps essentially for Trippier and Miggy. They've got the overlap covered. They've got when Miggy goes back to Trippier or Trippier goes back to Miggy, they've got all the angles covered. And then when a third player joins in from that, they've also got that covered. They're well aware of our build-up and how we try and attack down that side. We've had more luck with Gordon because of his pace, because he can just sort of wriggle free. I think Joe Linton's been the key here, because you need players who can sort of win a physical duel, because then that creates space. That creates, if you beat one or two and then you get a bit of space. Joe Linton did that once. Unfortunately, didn't get his shot through. It was blocked. And then Bruno pulled the trigger. Probably shouldn't have done. But again, he's running high on emotions now. This is where Eddie Howe needs to sit him down and say, look, you're not the king of the castle.
Well, hopefully that's what he's doing.
You need to do as you're told in the second half. Otherwise, Lewis Miley needs to come on, which I don't want to see Lewis Miley in this game, because as talented as he is, I think this game is way, way above his head at the moment. We don't have players, maybe Willock, but again, bringing players on into this kind of game is terrifying. It takes a certain player to be able to play in this game, because it's when any fan of any of the sports says that footballers are wusses and watch this match, like they are on the verge of having a full-on brawl every 5 minutes at the moment. We just need to make sure we keep our heads up in the second half.
Anthony Stafford, thank you for your £2 super chat. Much appreciated, my friend. We've got 1,700 in the chat, guys. So if you are new and like what you see, please do subscribe to the Toon Review. Join this fantastic community. But don't forget to hit the notification bell, which will let you know when we schedule our live shows, which is nearly every week. And we've got also recorded shows to bring you as well with daily news, etc. And it looks like we're going to have Alice on Friday night this coming week. It will be a fabulous show. Alice Talks Football. That's one of our channels, of course. But she runs a couple of channels and she's fantastic talking about football. So we're thoroughly looking forward to that. At the moment, that's looking like Friday night next week as well. So please do subscribe and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, guys. We're almost on. Well, we're on just ticked over to 600 likes. Looking for probably another 400 before the end of the stream. So just take a second out if you haven't done so already by hitting that thumbs up button. It really does help the channel. PAB says, I watch Joe Linton close every game because his hold-up play is so strong. He draws 2 to 3 players to him every time and he opens up so much space. If he can do that closer to their box, we will split them. He's been immense. Chris Irvin, thank you for your £2.50 super chat. He says Atwell is having an absolute shocker. I think that's an understatement, buddy, to be honest. It is kind of off guard, but we're just looking at the Bundesliga now as Bayern have scored a second through Harry Kane. They are 2-0 up inside the first 10 minutes against Dortmund in the big German game tonight.
Oh, looks like Burns off.
Dan Burn has not come out for the second half. He's in flip-flops.
Not surprised. So presumably Lewis Hall it's going to be, is it?
Yeah. Siderita, thanks for your €2 super chat. Do you like fish sticks, Paul? No. Crab sticks, yes. Fish sticks, no. And Sky have bizarrely gone to another break. So we're not sure who the substitute is yet, but I would assume, Alex, it is going to be Lewis Hall.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be absolutely enormous for him. Because everything that Manchester United think they are with Old Trafford and their players and their history is not true at the moment. It's Arsenal effectively with the squad, the tenacity, the talent, the energy. They are a good side, and this is what Lewis Hall coming into this kind of game is possibly what everybody thought was going to happen against Man U. I feel like this is the game that's going to be more challenging for a player like Lewis Hall, and he's going to have to, I say grow up. That's the wrong word. He's just going to have to be very mindful. He needs to be focused. Young players, it's tricky in games like this. It's going to be a tough game, so he's going to need the other leaders. And we need players like Bruno to calm down because we need players like him to be helped through this match. Because once your head's gone, if Lewis Hall gets clattered 2 or 3 times and he gets in a semi-brawl, he might, it happens. So, but I'm excited for him to be on. Again, it's only 45 minutes. It's one of those substitutions where you can say, "Go out there, lad."
It's Livramento.
It's not.
It's Livramento.
Livramento. Oh,
yeah.
Okay then. Scratch everything I just
assume
said.
Trippier goes to left back.
We'll see. We'll have to see.
Well, Alex, we'll see you at full time, buddy. Make sure you come on because obviously there's a bit of extra time tonight to get home and do the instant reaction. So we'll see you at full time.
Yeah. See you soon, guys.
All right, buddy. So that was Stato. George T, thank you for your £2 super chat. Evening all. You're not at the game, George. I hope everything's all right with you and your good lady. Emmett Colleen, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. We need more going forward. Love Hall coming on. Well, it's not Hall. It's Livramento. That almost certainly puts Trippier left back, I would have thought, Billy. Well, yeah. I mean, we just don't know. Callum Wilson's having a bit of a joke with the linesman there in the tunnel as they come out. But again, guys, you might be slightly ahead of us on the TVs that you're watching. So if you want to be in sync with me and Billy, please do, when they go to kick the second half, just press pause until I say, right, we're underway, and then press play and we'll all be in sync. No spoilers again in the chat, please. Wait till me and Billy have commentated on it, and then, of course, we can all talk about it in the chat. So thank you very much for your respect with that. Just getting the teams coming out again. Jorginho having a chat with the referee there.
He's in the ref's ear there. You can see
he's in the ref's ear. Of course he is. I wonder what he's talking about. Could it be Bruno?
He's planting little seeds for certain.
And by the way, I just heard about Darwin Núñez. Luis Diaz's family in Colombia with the kidnapping.
Kidnapping.
Horrible,
week, weren't they?
Yeah. So we wish them all the best, of course. Awful, that.
It looks like Trippier's gone to left back. Just looking at the lines where he is, it looks like Trippier's at left back.
Yeah.
Which will be, I think Saka will enjoy that, and it will make us weaker attacking on the right side, I think. But it'll make us stronger defensively, I think, also. So
let's hope. Longstaff is over the ball to get the second half underway. Newcastle, of course, going towards the Gallagher second half. I'm really looking forward to seeing Livramento. We're underway for the second half. Emmett, thank you for another $1.99. Changed the comment to now love Tino coming on. Thank you very much, Emmett. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. We really are heading towards 25,000 now. We are going to do a very special show for 25,000 subscribers as well. Not sure what that is yet, but obviously we'll have a chat with the guys. It'll be something special, though, Billy. Like a bit of a Q&A and a bit of a celebration of funny things and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, the match is underway and Joe Linton has the ball now just inside the Arsenal half. Very interesting to see how this second half starts off, Billy, or whether it goes hell for leather again. Share's passing's been a little bit off today, but that's bounced to Miggy. He's got Livramento outside him. Joe Linton now plays it across to Bruno. Bruno's got Trippier in support, uses Anthony Gordon, back to Bruno. Outside now to Trippier. Trippier has got Saka all over the back of him, but he rolls it back to Bruno. Bruno has Fabian Schär and Lascelles in support. Good pass to Lascelles. Lascelles brings it forward, gives it to Livramento. Livramento with a bit of a bad touch there over the head of Bruno, but Bruno that's not Bruno. That is Miggy. Bloody hell. Again, Billy. But here goes Joe Linton now. Plays it out wide to Anthony Gordon, just inside the penalty area. Gordon flicks in a little cross, headed away by Declan Rice. Bruno pushed there, and the referee plays on. Unbelievable! How is that not a foul, Billy?
Yeah, it was a definite push, wasn't it, from... can't make out who it is. Looks like Havertz again.
Unbelievable.
Ricochet's 3 foul for Arsenal in one go there.
Yep, it's come to Declan Rice, 30-odd yards out, gives it to Martinelli. Martinelli going against Livramento. Livramento stays big and does really well to win the goal kick. He's such a good defender, Billy.
Yeah, he is. Absolutely. Brilliant, Billy defending. Stood up, didn't jump in. You see some defenders like Harris Naspin, for instance, committing himself there. But he stood up until the last possible minute, played the tackle. Brilliant bit of defending.
Played it off Martinelli for the goal kick. Brilliant stuff. I think it makes sense to put Livramento on the right, Billy. Trippier's obviously got international experience at left back as well. I'm sure Livramento can play there, but I think it just makes more sense.
Yeah, it does indeed.
Especially when Livramento's playing so well. Lascelles with a good challenge.
One for that
one. My God!
It's ridiculous.
I mean, I don't understand. I just don't. Tomiyasu now for Arsenal. Gives it to Jorginho. Jorginho now. Little bit of 1-2s going on here between them. Jorginho leaves it, and it's going to be Ben White. Keeps the ball in, gets a cross in. It's a good cross. Rice gets ahead to it, but it lands in the arms of Nick Pope. And a little bit of a clash of heads there between Lascelles and Declan Rice. They shake hands and get on with it.
Watch Nick Pope's movement. He starts to go again. Look, watch. There he goes. And then he has come back. It's a worrying thing for me. It really is.
It is, but he made the right decision in the end. I think that's what.
He was quick enough to get back.
That's what counts. And here is Callum Wilson now. Tackled by Gabriel, loses the ball.
They're fighting.
Jimmy Jones, thank you for your $4.99. Oh, we've already seen that. Why is that still in the chat? Dear God. I'm going to refresh that. Arsenal have it now with Declan Rice. Managed to get what a ball that is. But the cross doesn't come in. Newcastle get it back with Anthony Gordon. Lovely pass inside to Almiron. Almiron now going against Tomiyasu, who's come right across the other side of the pitch to face him. Joe Linton, though, is robbed. And then that's a terrible tackle. That is a horror tackle again. Sliding in with no control, Billy.
Yeah, it was awful. We did have the advantage. That's why the ref hasn't given the free kick for that one. I hope he goes back to it, though, and books the player that did it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Miggy's on the ball now to Joe Linton. I mean, I think it was Declan Rice, Billy. He went sliding in 6 yards before the tackle was actually made.
Yeah, it was an awful tackle. Knew what he was doing. This is the problem with having two. We're both inverted on the far side. Everyone knows where we're going. I'd have preferred to see Hall come on, I've got to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, here's that one again.
It's Havertz again, Billy. Havertz.
How is that not a fucking yellow card?
Oh, that's horrific. He's not gone back either. He's not gone back. Horrific refereeing.
Hey, this is madness, this.
Horrific refereeing. We've criticised some referees on this channel before. None have been as bad as this. Not one.
He had no control over himself there going in. Once he went to ground, he has no control. Fabian Schär now to Trippier. Rolls the ball across now to Lascelles. Nicely back to Schär. Schär looked like he was going to go to Nick Pope. Doesn't. Goes to Trippier. Trippier down the line now to Big Joe. Joe cuts inside. Nice ball inside now to Anthony Gordon. Gordon plays it. Livramento was away down the right, Billy. I don't know whether you saw him there.
Referee!
Oh, that's another foul by Nketiah. And the referee, once again, no foul. Didn't even signal an advantage. This is madness, Billy.
He's not even trying to hide it now, is he?
But when the referee loses it like this, Billy, that's when players get hurt.
It is, and it's. I mean, Lascelles is on his haunches at the minute. I mean, he's the one that was the victim of the last Nketiah assault. It's ridiculous.
Bruno now for Newcastle to Almiron. Almiron has a look, seeing what's available. Plays it inside to Fabian Schär. Schär plays the first time into Anthony Gordon, who turns, looks forward. Gordon now. He's got Almiron in support, who's got Livramento. Nice ball. Livramento now. Can he get a good crossing? Ray comes out and catches it.
Anthony Stafford makes a great point. Havertz did do this for Chelsea a few years ago and then scored the win in the last minute.
But that's why it all broke out hell at the end of the game, Billy. I was at that game.
Yeah.
Please, no all caps in the chat. All lowercase, please. No caps in the chat. Thank you. Or your message gets deleted. It's just respect, guys. No crazy capital letters. Lascelles now goes back to Nick Pope. Please do hit the thumbs up, guys, if you are enjoying the commentary tonight. Lovely ball from Joe Linton, nodded down now to Bruno.
What a ball that is.
Oh, that's a superb ball. And Anthony Gordon now down the left-hand side. Cuts inside Ben White. It's still Anthony Gordon. It lays it back to Bruno. Bruno comes forward, plays it out wide. Cross comes in, headed away. Billy, I think you're about 2 seconds ahead of me, mate.
Oh, I think Gordon could have been gone then.
Well, let's have a look.
Dear me.
That's not a yellow, Billy. I think they both had their eye on the ball. I don't think it's a yellow, because if that's a yellow card, then Arsenal should be down to 9 men.
I think we've got to be consistent. I think he looked down at the player. He was looking at the ball, then he looked at the player, and then put his foot up. Interesting.
Well, we know we know Gordon likes to be a little bit sharp, shall we say. Of course, he's going to blow for a free kick there. That's unbelievable. Saka threw himself to the floor, and Stuart Atwell immediately blows for a free kick. Oh, my God.
Like a sack of shit, literally.
Yep, literally.
I don't like this with Trippier on the left back. I've got to say that. We just look so imbalanced, especially going forward as well. Yep. He did attempt a left foot cross a minute ago, and it wasn't particularly great, but at least he tried it.
Yep, Ben White clips it forward for Arsenal. Trippier heads it away. It lands for Tomiyasu. Oh, and then Nketiah's just had a swing and a miss. And now Wilson's one-on-one at the minute with Saliba. And now Miggy takes over. Miggy driving towards goal. He's got Anthony Gordon in. Anthony Gordon! Oh, it's blocked and ends up in the arms of David Raya.
Had to shoot first time. Had to shoot first time.
Unlucky. Great break for Newcastle United there. Brilliant run by Miggy as well. But Wilson did remarkably well. That's better from Callum, definitely.
Yes, he's been, since the first 20 minutes, actually, he's been very good.
He has. He's come into the game.
Centre forward, play, hold up ball, being strong. The first 20 minutes, he was definitely cold, but since then, he's been great. But I think Anthony Gordon should have scored there. I really do. He's got
I
to
thought
take
he
that
might have
first
curled
time.
it with his right foot, Billy, first time into the other
He
corner.
had to. He had to.
However, much better. Here's Gabriel for Arsenal to Martinelli on the left-hand side. Knocks it back to Gabriel again. Shots in the game, 9 for Arsenal, 4 for Newcastle, but only 1 on target, which was Arsenal's. 53% possession for Newcastle. Long ball out to the right-hand side. Trippier and Saka jumping for it. And I think that hit Saka.
I think come off Saka's back, didn't it?
What an air shot that was by Nketiah. But this is where Wilson does brilliantly here,
Brilliant.
Billy.
Yeah, brilliant.
Holds the ball up, sees the run of Miggy. Miggy takes it over. We're not going to see because Arsenal are on the attack here now. Martinelli's going to volley it.
Oh,
My
you
goodness.
jammy twat.
Oh, it's come straight to Havertz of all the people we don't want hit to score. And out comes Nick Pope at the feet of Martinelli.
I mean, that was the most ridiculous ricochet you've ever seen, that one.
Yeah.
Trying the chance again.
And now we're going to see, yeah.
Yeah, he's got to hit it first time.
Just hit it with his right foot across the keeper, yeah.
Give Ben White the chance to get back into it.
Here is Anthony Gordon again into Joe Linton. Joe Linton's got Trippier in support. Kieran Trippier down the line again. This is Bruno holding off Saliba. Bruno does really well and gives it back to Fabian Schär. Schär just outside his own penalty area now. Left-footed ball is a good one into, I believe that's Callum Wilson. And down goes the Arsenal player again. Late tackle come in and Arsenal on the break. Brilliant tackle, Lascelles. What a tackle. He actually hurt himself. What a tackle that is.
Yeah, outstanding
But
tackle.
the game is still going on. It's Tomiyasu on the ball. This has been such a niggly, nasty game of football. It really has. Saliba now for Arsenal. Whoever it was that was rolling around the floor. So it seems to have got up quite quickly, Billy.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with him, was there? I do
Ben White's ball down the line is going to roll out for a goal kick. We'll actually probably see what happened there.
I think Zinchenko will be on the pitch sooner rather than later. And I do kind of worry because he's really creative, isn't he?
It was Wilson and Gabriel.
He's got him around the neck, but then he's let go. Although he hits him. And they're not very hard. Okay, he hasn't been hit by Tyson Fury, for Christ's sake.
Now Wilson got a smack as well. So 6 and doesn't half a dozen or whatever they say, Billy, or the referee wants to have a word with them both now. Here we go.
VAR, have they got involved?
I think he's just having a chat with Gabriel and Wilson.
Local rivals, of course. Nuneaton just up the road from us.
Yeah.
7 miles up the road. Sound like they come from Yorkshire. Yeah, out, lad. How you doing, cocky?
And now Eddie Howe in conversation with both Graham Jones and Mad Dog. But there's some very niggly, nasty shit going on in this game, Billy.
Absolutely. I agree. It's been a nasty game. But this is down to the referee. He could have stamped it out straight away.
Wilson and Gabriel up for a challenge. How's that handball? How has he not seen that, Billy?
Wasn't interested, was he? Good tackle, Joe Linton.
And he stands right up to Havertz. Gives him a bit of shit. I love that. That was as blatant a handball as you're going to see in your life.
Yep, I agree.
Dear me, this referee is absolutely shocking. Anyway, we're back underway, and Arsenal have the ball now with Nketiah. Newcastle claiming offside. Flag stays down. Arsenal get on with it now. Martinelli. Livramento standing up to him. Back inside from Martinelli to Declan Rice. Rice across to Jorginho. Back to Gabriel. Gabriel brings the ball forward a little bit and then decides to go back to Saliba. Quick touch from him to Jorginho. But back to Ben White. Bruno again. And Jorginho he's desperately trying to get Bruno. Every time Bruno's near him, Jorginho's thrown himself to the floor.
Oh, nearly won that. He did win it.
Bruno wins the ball back. Newcastle have a man over. Oh, Wilson just couldn't get to the ball quick enough. And now Martinelli breaks for Arsenal. But Livramento is there. And Livramento is forced to cut back. There's the ball back to Tomiyasu. Back to Martinelli. Martinelli inside now to Tomiyasu again. Tomiyasu goes to the right-hand side where Ben White is. I thought he was going to hit that, but he goes out to Saka on the right-hand side. Saka has got Joe Linton and Trippier in front of him, lays it off to Havertz. Ben White now with a long cross, and that's terrible and out of play for a goal kick.
Ben shite.
And now Jorginho and Bruno going at it again. This is the challenge. Well, he's got to be careful, Bruno. He's got to be careful.
He's not been booked yet, so he's all right, isn't he? But we don't want him getting booked because obviously he misses the next game.
Well, coming up to the hour mark, it's still goalless at St James's Park. We're going to be seeing Joe Willock in just a moment. And who's he going to come on for? I would say probably Longstaff, Billy. He's been very quiet in the second half.
Maybe Longstaff, maybe Gordon, maybe Callum Wilson.
Could be. Livramento tries to go down the line, but it's blocked by Bruno. Havertz takes the ball. And a nice ball down the line now. And here's Declan Rice going at Jamal Lascelles. Rice inside to Havertz. Havertz lost the ball, but it comes out nicely for Jorginho. Plays it to the right where Saka is. Saka will want to come back on his left. There's no doubt about that, but lays it back up to Jorginho. Jorginho has Ben White, doesn't use him. Goes to Declan Rice. Back to Jorginho, who in turn sends it across to Tomiyasu. And Ketty is on his arse in the box. I don't know what's going on there. But my Arsenal play on, and Ketty can't move. Jorginho has it. I don't know what Nketiah has done, Billy, but he doesn't look comfortable.
He's pulled something, hasn't he?
It looks like it.
He's offside at the minute, so.
And Arsenal decide to play on, and Nketiah can't get out the penalty area. But here come Arsenal, lovely move, and Martinelli clips it across, Trippier heads it away, Declan Rice with a header, and it's gone wide. I'm not sure that was the best header from Trippier, Billy.
No, it wasn't good. He's on his wrong side, isn't he? It's yeah. Well, I don't believe that Kieran Trippier at left back is better than a real left back. I've got to say.
I mean, it was a poor header, that straight back into the penalty area.
It was right back into the danger zone, wasn't it?
It was a good, strong header from Declan Rice as well, but a couple of yards wide, and we get away with it. But I think Nketiah, well, Callum Wilson is coming off, Billy. We're going to see Jacob Murphy as well.
Well, we're going to see.
And I would think this will be for Miggy.
Yes, I would think so. We're going to see if that shoulder is okay with Jacob Murphy, because I mean we've seen it before with people that dislocate their shoulders; they easily pop out again, can't they?
Yeah. So Joe Willock is on for Callum Wilson, and it is indeed Miggy Almiron for Jacob Murphy. And well played, Miggy. I think he's played well again today, but obviously he's had a lot of running in the last few days, Billy, with the Man United game.
He looks disappointed to be going off, doesn't he? But yeah, he's had a fantastic game, Miggy. Effort.
Yeah. I think they're good substitutions, actually, Billy.
Yeah, I agree. Callum will obviously Anthony
gives us
the middle now.
A different option up front, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think Joe Willock will go wide left, and that'll be that.
Well, certainly be interesting to see. Nick Pope with the. It could be Joe Linton, of course, going wide left as well.
It could well be.
I know Willock's gone out there, Billy.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
They can switch between them though, can't they?
Absolutely, yeah. We have that option, definitely. Cher plays the ball forward long now, looking for the run. It's a brilliant run from Joe Linton, and Joe Linton's strength puts it into the path of Murphy, just too wide.
He might keep that in. Yes, he does.
Has he kept it in? Yes, he
like
has,
it.
says the referee. Willock's done brilliantly. Cross comes in. On to the back post. It's in. And Newcastle have scored, and it's Anthony Gordon.
Don't play the music yet, because that did
No,
go out of play.
I have a feeling VAR will look at this. I'm a little concerned that the ball went out of play.
I am as well. I think it did. I've got to be honest. I think it did. Look at
Arsenal are going absolutely nuts.
Don't celebrate yet, guys, because I think the ball may have gone out of play when the Willock pass, the Murphy cross went across. But they're going to check it, and I think it did go out of play just.
Arsenal are incensed.
It's not offside, Don, because I think he was behind the player. But did the ball go out of play? This is the question.
What a run this is by Joe Linton, and it lays it just too far for Murphy.
Now, this is where we've got to look. Does he keep this in? I'm not sure. They've got to get close to that. It does look to be daylight to me.
Yeah, I think
offside.
it's out, Billy, if I'm honest. There's no offside. All they're checking is to see where the ball went out. But now they're looking at the cross. They're probably looking at a handball here. Or a push. Yeah, there's a push by Joe Linton on Gabriel. But
that's out of play.
I mean,
That's out of play. You can see Green between the ball
And again, Gabriel and Joe Linton going at it.
It's out of play, isn't it? You can see Green between the ball and the line.
I think it is. But you don't know the curvature of the ball as well, Billy. This is a difficult one. I mean, Joe Linton's just making an attempt to get the ball
sure.
there.
I think he's just fell over at the back post. I'm not sure there's any pushing it. They're not checking the ball out of play, are they? I think
they're looking for a foul here. That's what they're doing.
I don't think they're going to give this, you know.
I'll be astounded if they do, Billy.
Well, they're not checking the ball out of play, are they? What they do, they seem to say the ball's in play. So
yeah, they're looking for a foul.
There's no foul there. There you go.
Check and go possible foul now, Billy.
So the ball is in play. Is there enough to overturn the referee's decision? I don't think so.
No, I'm not sure at all. I think Gabriel's made the most of that. Joe Linton's just tried to get the ball.
Yeah. His arms aren't with him. No, I don't know. Now they're going to check the offside now, and he's not. He's behind him. The ball's gone backwards, so it's not offside.
I'm not sure they can give a foul for that, Billy. I'm really not.
I was more. What they're looking at now? Handball now?
No, they're looking for a. They're looking for everything to disallow this goal here.
Christ almighty!
They're looking for everything they can to disallow the goal.
Does the ball hit his arm? We can't.
It looks like a chest to me, Billy.
I don't think there's enough to overturn it. I'll be honest with you. If they're taking 3 minutes to try and overturn a goal that the referee didn't see a foul here, then it should be a goal.
I think they're going to disallow it for a foul, Billy. I've got a horrible feeling they're going to disallow this for a push. There, that frame there, they're going to disallow this for a push. I'm pretty sure they will, Billy. I think they'll send the referee to the monitor and disallow this for a push. That's why they've frozen the image where they have.
Now
possible offside now.
Yeah, there's not offside because the ball's gone backwards. This is going to be a goal. Because the ball's gone backwards, he can't be offside.
Yeah. There's definitely no offside there.
This is going to be a goal. Joe Linton plays the ball backwards. This is going to be a goal.
How can they say that Joe Linton's not offside?
No, Joe Linton's definitely not offside, but
Gordon's certainly not.
Look
how far Gabriel's in front of him.
They're checking Gordon.
Oh, this is fucking ridiculous, man. They're looking for every reason to disallow this goal.
As long as they get it right at the end, but because the ball goes backwards off Joe Linton, cue the music. This is a goal. There you go. It's gone backwards. Goal.
Well, referee, it's all on you, sunshine.
No, it's not. It's on VAR, but that you can cue the music. That's a goal. It's taken 5 minutes. There you go.
It's a goal! Yeah! And Newcastle lead by 1-0. It's time to grab your granny because it's bingo time!
All the sixes!
I tell you what, Billy. I tell you what. Arteta's not going to be happy with that, like.
Well, I'm disappointed. I mean, the ball was out of play, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, there's another foul there. And
is that Havertz again? It's Havertz again. Havertz again. Come on, referee. How many are you going to let him get away with?
It's Fabian Schär that's down. And again.
And this time is elbow. Oh, I don't know.
I'm not so sure that was a foul, to be honest, Billy. I think it was just a collision. I'll be the first one to say if it's bloody Kai Havertz in a shocking tackle, but I'm astounded they've given that goal, Billy.
I am too. I mean, this ball to me looks out of play. I've got to say.
But you've got to remember the curvature of the ball, Billy. It has to be the full ball out.
I thought so at the time.
Gabriel's made the most of that. There's no doubt in my eyes. And obviously Anthony Gordon just stuck it in the net.
Yeah, Gordon can be standing.
Gabriel made no attempt to clear that ball, Billy.
No, he didn't.
So what's Joe Linton supposed to do? He's got every right to try and get the ball.
Change the scoreboard. Revenge.
Absolutely, Billy. Yes. There you go. Twat. Right. George Teague, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. Yes, what happened to clear and obvious? Indeed. Rachel Pedley, thank you for your $1.99 super sticker. Much appreciated. Newcastle United lead, but there is going to be an awful lot of injury time now because of that.
Well, at least they got the right. At least they got the right result in the end. That's what we asked for.
In our eyes, they have. I don't think Arsenal will agree, Billy. This is going to get nasty, Billy.
Yeah, I agree.
This is going to get very, very nasty.
Referee has to be on his guard, and he hasn't been so far. So potentially players could get injured here.
Yeah. Anyway, it's back with Arsenal at the moment in their own half with Jorginho. Interesting to see if Arteta responds to that, because Nketiah certainly doesn't look like he's fully fit. Arnoy, thanks for your £5 super chat. He says, what a shit ref, but please, for F's sake, let us win. It'd be a fantastic victory if we beat Arsenal, but...
Well, in Livramento, lad.
Yeah, absolutely superb. And now here's Martinelli to the byline, but Livramento in on him sharpish, forcing Martinelli to go backwards. And it's now back to Declan Rice. Rice, good pass inside to Jorginho, but he has to go back to Saliba. Saliba now for Arsenal, midway through the Newcastle half. Rolls it to, I'm forgetting his name, but Gabriel. Knocks it to Rice. Rice cuts inside. And again, Arsenal, we're staying very disciplined here, Billy. Arsenal trying to bring forward. It's out now to Saka on the right-hand side. Saka pulls it back now to Ben White. Ben White into Jorginho, back to Saka. Arsenal trying to get something, trying to look for this killer ball. Jorginho. Inside now to Saka. Saka's pass is terrible. It comes all the way back to Saliba. And now Arsenal build again. Except it's come back again. Good forcing this by Newcastle.
Yeah, we're letting them play just there, isn't it? Keep them in front of us. I'll be amazed if they don't bring Zinchenko on very sharpish. Amazed.
Yeah.
And possibly Trossard as well, because
and there's a misplaced ball. Livramento back there now. Martinelli all over him. Certainly pushed him, but again, Livramento stands tall. And I think they've given a corner there, Billy. Of course they have. It's Arsenal. Yeah, it did.
That ball was as much out as what the I've got to say.
And Newcastle quickly have to rearrange the defence to cope with a corner rather than a free throw in.
Yeah, without Dan Burn there now, we're slightly lacking in height in the box now.
We certainly are.
Lascelles and Shea have got to stand tall, and Joe Linton's got to join in with them as well. I don't know what the rest are fighting about with it. I'm sure. I mean, Nick Pope's got to be confident here. He's got to be strong.
In comes the corner. It's an in-swinger. And again, it was flicked on at the near post, but cleared away. It's another corner. Arsenal certainly looking dangerous on set pieces. And Zinchenko is going to be coming on for Arsenal very shortly, Billy. You called it perfectly.
Well, he's more creative than Tomiyasu, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. So corner to Arsenal, a lot of pushing and shoving going on in the box as usual. In comes Saka's corner, flicked on, and it's bounced loose. And it's a goal kick. Tomiyasu went flying to the floor.
Yeah, kamikaze style.
Oh, Billy. Foul there. I don't know what Tomiyasu's doing. That's ridiculous. Looking for a penalty there. That is absolutely shocking.
He'll be off the pitch soon.
Murphy literally just tapped him, and he went flying forward like he'd been shot. Unbelievable. Zinchenko is now on, and it's Ben White.
Yeah, so Tomiyasu's gone to the far side.
Yep. Can play there, of course. Mark says, why are you so far behind? Well, Mark, just pause your TV. Unfortunately, we're not watching it on... I've got Sky Online, not the TV. It's online, so it is slightly behind. So I do apologise for that. But just if you want to be in sync, just pause your TV.
Oh, dear.
But don't put any links, don't put any spoilers in the chat if you are ahead of us, guys. Fabian Schär now.
That's a great ball.
What a ball that is for Joe Willock. Willock will keep this in easily. Joe Willock running against Saliba now. Willock, little dart to the byline. It's done really well, but I think that's a goal kick.
Oh,
Joe Willock knows it. Screams to the heavens. And that's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. The Ruffian Bernician, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Toon Review family. Thank you for your support. And the referee's giving a push.
No
there.
way!
That's unbelievable.
Absolute nonsense.
Crazy. Guys, please keep the thumbs up coming. Kick the likes. We're on 759. We're looking for 1,000 likes by the end of the stream. So just take 2 seconds out, guys, to please hit the thumbs up. It really does help the channel. And of course, please do keep the subscriptions coming. Come and be part of this incredible community on the Toon Review. Saliba now just over the halfway line. Plays it out to Tomiyasu on the right. Newcastle forcing Arsenal to go back to rear, though. Good pressing that, Billy.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Ooh, lucky bastard.
I was very lucky there. Martinelli now head down, running with the ball. Newcastle get men back. Jorginho into Declan Rice now. Rice plays it out wide to Zinchenko's first touch of the game now. He gives it back to Declan Rice. Rice looks for the killer ball. But Arsenal are having to go back to the centre-backs a lot here.
Yeah, solid bank of 4. Solid bank of 5 in front of them. Yeah. 4 and a 5 in front of them at all times. It's really disciplined defending from Newcastle United. Yeah.
Jackie Clayton, welcome to Members Club. Thank you for joining and supporting the channel. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the family. Saliba now in the centre circle. Brings it forward for Arsenal. Saliba has a look, see what's available. Again, just black and white shirts in front of him. No killer pass there. The discipline needs to stay there for Newcastle. Here's Zinchenko. Again, looking for the outlet ball. Now gets to Martinelli on the left-hand side. Has to cut in on his right. Floats a long ball towards the back post.
Well played.
Trippier left it in the end brilliantly.
Great defending. Great defending.
And it's a goal kick. Is it? I'm trying to see.
Did he catch Trippier's head? I don't think he did. I thought he let it go, didn't he?
I thought he let it go at the very last second there. Realised where he was on the pitch. Just ducks out the way.
He's hit his back. He's hit his back.
You reckon?
Yeah. Come off his back and he's injured as well.
And he's down injured.
He's playing on the wrong side for him. Everything's aiding to him. This is, this is the kind of thing I've been saying for a long time. Playing right back to left back. Everything's aiding to him. Hips twisting the wrong way and things like that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, I've got to say.
Goldbridge apparently kicking off about Man City and Newcastle getting all the referee decisions in their favour. Successful passes in the last 10 minutes. Newcastle have had 1 apparently and 55 to Arsenal. Where the hell have we only had 1 pass in the last 10 minutes? That's madness. Here's Longstaff to Bruno. Havertz gets the ball off him. Joe Linton goes after Havertz.
Good tackle.
Joe Linton wins the ball.
He's got the ball there. Unbelievable.
That's mental. That's absolutely mental. Anyway, it's going to be Tomiyasu to take the free kick. Goes back to Saliba. Inside to Zinchenko, who's come right into the middle of the park now. Plays it out wide to Martinelli. Inside now to Zinchenko. Good block by Longstaff. Newcastle then get the ball. They have an outlet with Jacob Murphy on the right-hand side, who has Anthony Gordon ahead of him. I don't know what the hell Murphy was trying to do there. I think he went for a shot, Billy.
Possibly. Probably watching Harry Kane last week in Dortmund. And Munich, sorry. But calm it down now. This is what we want, yes. Yeah, going to press, indeed. But just keep it calm.
Fabian Schär pings a ball out looking for Murphy. It's a wonderful ball. And Murphy took it first time, but Zinchenko's got... Murphy's pulled up. His shoulder's gone again. Yeah, his shoulder's gone.
This is it. He's got to come off. He's done his shoulder again. Yeah. This is the worry.
Fuck's sake!
This is when you dislocate your shoulder. It goes again.
This is not good. It's going to get... I thought he'd come back way too soon, Billy.
Yeah, this is it needs an operation, no doubt about it. Needs a pinning. We've seen it happen 1,000 times before,
Oh, he's so upset, bless him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You've got to try it, I guess, but Matt Ritchie's coming on now.
Oh, Matt Ritchie?
And they're bringing on Trossard and Nketiah's off, Trossard's on, and Jorginho's going off. Is it El Neni? No, it's Fabio Vieira.
Vieira, yeah. Oh, man.
It's unfortunate because he was in. He was in if his shoulder hadn't gone. There was no contact on him, nothing,
I just think that tussle for the ball, Billy, has knocked his shoulder out.
Yeah, he's tried to push like you do when you go you sprint, pump your elbow and it's pulling his shoulder straight out. Yeah, we're not going to see him for 3 months, I guess. Now there's going to be a pin in there.
What a shame that is, man. What a shame.
I was amazed seeing him back so quick. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, I know. It's only a couple of weeks, isn't it? It's only a couple of weeks, Billy, since he put it out.
Yeah.
You don't get over a dislocated shoulder in that amount of time.
It was a Dortmund game, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, well, obviously the medical staff know better than we do, but I'm astounded to see him on the bench today. And
oh dear,
Livermento's missed the ball. Havertz into the box, drives it across. Wonderful defending from Fabian Schär.
Yeah,
what a clearance, Billy.
Yeah, it's poor from Livermento there. He did get drawn in there. He made himself, and that's great clearance. Good covering from Schär. But that's
world-class defending, Billy.
Yeah, it's just fantastic experience, just defending, to be in the right place at the right time.
I think this is all about hanging on now, Billy. Seeing the game out.
I tend to agree with you, but it's tempting fate if we start dropping deep and stuff. It's not our style, is it?
I agree.
But we haven't got much up front to aim for now, so we need to get Willock in the game more, and I think we need to get Gordon through the game, but he'll be knackered.
Yeah, absolutely. 10 minutes to go of normal time. Trossard takes the corner, but of course we will have a lengthy period of extra time due to VAR. Trossard's ball in the box. Lascelles does brilliantly, and Joe Linton swings the left peg at it and clears it. Great defending from Lascelles again. Really strong. Trossard on the wrong side.
Linton.
Yeah, brilliant.
Fantastic.
Brilliant from Joe Linton. Lascelles to Longstaff. And Newcastle clear the ball.
That goes beyond him.
Gordon, who wants to go on a... When we've got him up front, Billy, anything is possible.
Look at Richie trying to sprint up.
Up the A1, thank you for 18 months of membership. Misses up the A1 here. Can't believe Murphy's injury again. Probably worked hard to get back, and it happens again. It's just our luck. It's just not running right for us at the minute. It really isn't. Here's Martinelli on the left. Pulls it back. Richie, come on. You've got to be stronger in a 50-50, Matt Ritchie. Havertz again, whips across in. And
so you go for the same ball. Trippier get drawn in.
Yeah.
Trouble here.
That was Willock heading away. I don't think Willock should have been there, to be honest. Saka again in the penalty area. Back to Jorginho. But there's Longstaff again to clear the ball. It's backs to the wall stuff, this for Newcastle United now.
We've got a long time to do it, though. That's the problem.
Keep the faith, Billy Bob. Keep the faith. When we've got an outlet like Anthony Gordon, anything's possible, my friend.
Not if he stood in the penalty area defending it.
Well, that's a good point. Here's Martinelli, he's
offside.
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 He doesn't agree with that.
Sticking a flag up your asshole.
Just gives us a bit of time to settle down.
Yep.
Regroup, as they say. Arteta's looking very angry.
We've got to defend properly. It's simple as that.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. But this is where Newcastle United really need to dig deep. And then give them a couple of days off before Dortmund.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's
what a good Gordon. Gordon. Matt Ritchie now. Gordon is in an offside.
Yes,
he is.
Unfortunately.
The referee has allowed play to go on because there was no need to stop the game there. Zinchenko now for Arsenal. To Martinelli again on the left. They are really going through Martinelli a lot more than they're going through Saka, Billy.
Yeah, which is... Well, he's had a bit of joy out of Livermento, a little tiny bit, and he's on him again now. Yep,
Livermento on him like glue, though. Pulled back to Kai Havertz, back to Martinelli. Martinelli's ball into the box. There's a man at the back post, but Trippier's there to head it away. It comes to Tomiyasu now on the edge of the penalty area. Tomiyasu has to go back to Declan Rice. Good pressing by Bruno. Really good pressing by Bruno. He's forced Declan Rice up the other... And Declan Rice had to run right round the pitch, but does really well to get it back to Martinelli. Back to Declan Rice. Arsenal asking serious questions in Newcastle United here, but Newcastle United, we know this dogged determination that Eddie Howe has installed in this side, Billy.
Yeah. I'm happy to see the ball at Tomiyasu's feet as much as possible, I've got to be honest.
Yeah. Zinchenko now for Arsenal. Brings it forward. Again, play slows down as Arsenal look to find a gap, find one little opportunity. Livermento sticking to Martinelli like glue. Rice looking for the Saka. There is Trippier. Brilliantly done.
Brilliant.
And then Tomiyasu puts it out for a goal kick.
That's
excellent defending. High fives all round from Newcastle's defence.
That was a very slow 2 minutes, I got us.
And of course, the goalkeeper now is going to be looking very, very closely at.
Gabriel there trying to get a free kick.
He did. For me, that's what he was doing.
He dived. He's basically dived.
He didn't make any challenge for the ball at all.
He's dived. Unfortunately for him, dreams don't come true at St James's Park.
See what you did there. See what you did.
He couldn't rise up to the occasion.
Oh dear. Anyway, players back underway. Thank God we don't have to listen to Billy's Gabriel jokes anymore.
They're out of reach from now on.
Joe Linton, lovely bit of skill on the left-hand side. Cuts back. He's had 3 Arsenal players on him, though. We lose the ball.
Oof.
Matt Ritchie just sticking his body in the way. Oh, dear me, how? But Arsenal get away. And it's out to Martinelli again on the left-hand side for Arsenal, bringing the ball forward. Plays it in. Lascelles makes a challenge and clears the ball for a throw-in. 5 minutes of normal time to go, plus a good chunk of injury time for VAR and for a couple of injuries, of course.
Has Lascelles got the captain's armband on?
Yeah, definitely. I've seen it before. Lascelles has been superb tonight, Billy.
He's been absolutely out of this world.
We just need to keep digging deep. Dig deep, 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 deep.
That was E17, not Gabriel.
That's true. Cross comes in again, the corner, headed away by Jamal Lascelles again. It's back to Trossard now. Trossard will look to put this in the penalty area. He's done Matt Ritchie there. The ball comes across to Havertz. He flicks it on. The ball's bouncing loose in the box. It's still loose in the box. It's come to Havertz. It now comes to Saka. He'll be looking to get it on his left foot. He rolls it at the Vieira, plays a lovely ball out to Martinelli. Martinelli's got Trossard looking to hit this. Trossard, it's blocked again. Brilliant defending from Newcastle, throwing the bodies in the way. And it's Martinelli again now on the left-hand side. Martinelli looks for a runner. Zinchenko, Martinelli inside him. Livramento, though, will leave this, and it goes out for a goal kick. Martinelli incensed. But there was either a foul on Livramento there, or it was going to be a goal kick. And he did brilliantly there, the youngster again.
He's pushed him into the ball if it is a corner. So it was a Martinelli fucked up, didn't he?
Yeah. John Taylor, thank you for signing up as a member to the Toon Review. Welcome to the family, my friend. Thank you for your support. Eddie Howe is going ballistic with somebody. I think he's wanting to swap players over. He's pointing and he's screaming. And we've got just over 3 minutes of normal time to go. Nick Pope will launch a goal kick for Newcastle United. Bouncing around again. Anthony Gordon looking to try and break away. Comes to Joe Linton. Joe Linton, nice spin. Gives it into Livramento. Back to Lascelles. He plays it forward. Volleyed forward by Zinchenko. It's with Joe Linton again. He sticks that big ass out and brilliant little back heel to Longstaff. Then what a turn by Bruno. Bruno now. Oh, you didn't give that! You fucking wanker!
He's back. And that's him out next week as well. That's him out next week.
He didn't block it. Billy didn't blow for that straight away until the Arsenal players kicked off.
No,
that's fucking ridiculous.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
God almighty, man.
He did push him off the ball, though, to be fair. But he had, he's just...
I think he's just shielding the ball, Billy.
Yeah, that's him out next week. So we're already short of midfield.
Dear God.
It's going to be the Manchester United team out.
Hey, I'm not worried about that, Billy.
And it means he can carry on, go full blast against Dortmund, doesn't it?
Guys, please, no spoilers in the chat or you will be removed. Please, no spoilers. Thank you. Jimmy Jones, thanks for your $4.99. I honestly think you are 3 signings from challenging for the title. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Well, we'll see what happens in January. But it's with Martinelli now, going again against Livramento and gets nothing from him.
Oh, referee!
And he's won a free kick. Brilliant from Tino Livramento again.
Look at
the praise he's getting from the rest of the schools.
Yeah.
Brilliant from Livramento. Absolutely class.
Martinelli's lost the plot here.
Well, we're coming up to 1 minute to go in normal time, and then we'll see how much I bet it's about 12 minutes, Billy. I'm telling you now, right? Because it's Arsenal, I would expect normally around 7 to 8.
But it took a long time for the VAR thing to go through. Let's be honest, that was 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah. Then you got all the subs on top of that. Yeah, it's going to be minimum of 10. Minimum.
I reckon so. We'll find out in a minute's time as Nick Pope launches the ball forward again for Newcastle. Up goes Joe Linton, who's been sensational today again. Great work by Longstaff again, and the ball bounces out for an Arsenal throw-in. To Zinchenko, takes it quickly. Havertz plays it on, and Nick Pope is out like a rabbit in a headlight to get the ball.
Don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. That's it. Take your time.
Absolutely.
Take your time.
Absolutely. Brilliant work there from Kieran Trippier again, blocking off Martinelli.
Yeah, I'd have fell over and gotten booked. If they're going to play the dark arts, why shouldn't we?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nick Pope sends the ball forward again. Joe Linton is underneath this. Zinchenko's headed it on. The linesman says that didn't go out to play. Newcastle thought it did, but again, Livramento does well. Brilliant touch from Joe Linton. Willock can't quite control that, and Arsenal have the ball again. Gabriel now for Arsenal sends it forward. 8 minutes of additional time. Livramento there, and he's took out Martinelli. That's going to be a yellow card, surely. Why does he wait so long to get the card out? Honestly, what a bell end.
I'm not sure that is a yellow card, you know. I think he's. I know his fit's high, but I think he's got the ball. He has got the ball. That's not a free kick.
Billy.
It's not a yellow card. That's not a yellow card.
Well, it's bounced off his leg, but he did take Martinelli out. I mean,
I don't think it's yellow.
Well,
it's a free kick.
Well, had the ball gone a different direction, Billy, I think he would have just allowed play to go on there. It's just the way Martinelli threw himself to the floor.
8 minutes.
Yep, 8 minutes of additional time.
That seems a bit conservative to me, but so what?
Who gives a shit, Billy? We're almost 1 minute into that now, but Arsenal have a free kick in a very, very dangerous position here.
Yeah. Got to stand tall at the back, lads. Lascelles, share, Joe Linton.
Fabio Vieira is going to take the free kick for Arsenal. Big opportunity.
Who's that knobby?
NJ.
Never seen him in my life. What the highlighting him for? I don't know. Knob jockey.
NJ for knob jockey quality. Guys, please do subscribe if you're new to the channel and you like what you see. Really do appreciate it. Here comes the free kick from Vieira into the near post. It's headed away brilliantly again. And Newcastle swarm over Arsenal to win the ball back. Great work from Anthony Gordon. Sets Joe Willock away, but who is there? Declan Rice, who's been everywhere today for Arsenal. I have to say, he's been superb. Arsenal take the throw in quickly, but the referee's pulled it back, I think, because it's a Newcastle throw.
Yeah,
it's gone the other way.
Let them waste as much time as they want. 2 minutes into the 8. Knobheads.
6 minutes of additional time to go. Newcastle hanging on. I thought that was an Arsenal throw.
Yeah, me too, to be fair.
Who cares? Again, who gives a monkey's chuff?
A bit of time wasted, boys.
Yeah, Newcastle just not getting the ball, but Tino Livramento has it now. Arteta's doing his nut, as usual. Into Joe Linton now. Joe Linton backing into Gabriel, but good strength.
Brilliant.
That's Anthony Gordon away. Has he got the pace to beat Declan Rice? Declan Rice is quick. Offside flag then goes up.
I don't think he was. But we'll never know now, but I don't think he was offside there.
Arsenal get on with it very quickly. Declan Rice. I tell you what, Declan Rice showed a pair of heels there going against Gordon.
He's an outstanding player, isn't he?
Oh,
he really is.
Absolutely superb. Now, Arsenal coming back again with Saka on the right-hand side. Saka cuts inside. Back to Declan Rice, who seems to be sodding everywhere at the minute. Now Saka again. Back to Declan Rice. Newcastle remain disciplined, keeping the shape. Yeah, Bruno, Jesus. It's come now to Gabriel. Gabriel to Zinchenko. Zinchenko plays it in. That's going to bounce out for a corner kick to Arsenal.
Unlucky.
Under 7 minutes to go now.
Oh, it's less than 5.
What am I talking about? Sod my mouths, Billy. Thank God you're there to put me right. Corner to Arsenal. Newcastle desperately hanging on here. Jacob Murphy, they've lost again through injury. Unbelievable. Shoulder went out again. Just when it looked like he was in on goal. Trossard's corner into the near post. Headed away again, this time by Joe Linton, who's been monumentally good today. Trossard lets that spin out for yet another corner. Livramento gets back into the penalty area. This is absolute arse clenching part of the game. Now, my arse is going like a rabbit's nose, it's fair to say, Billy.
Yeah, I must be the old turtle's head wants to poke out of mine. I've got to be honest.
Here comes Trossard with the corner. Again, it's into the near post. It bounces across the penalty area. And, Matt Ritchie, just clear it. You haven't got the pace to run like... Oh, it's Gordon. All right.
But that's a great ball.
It's not for Willock. Just over Willock's head.
Pass him.
Go back to Jose Rea. Rea now plays it out quickly to Declan Rice. Rice will burst forward for Arsenal. Well, he's not exactly bursting forward, but he's jogging forward. Trying to get the Arsenal forwards up the pitch. Saka now has come onto this left-hand side. Rolls it down. It's not a great ball. And we have it back now with Joe Linton. Joe Linton, he's going for a bit of a sprint here, Joe. Oh, he's taking everybody on Joe Linton. He's done world-class football there from Joe Linton. But Arsenal have it back with Saliba. Plays it into Zinchenko. Coming up to 2 minutes of additional time. Zinchenko now bursts forward for Arsenal. Plays it wide. Shakuro, thank you for $1.99 super chat. This is my arsehole could cut diamonds at the moment. Saliba has the ball now. Plays it out wide to Vieira. Vieira cuts it back inside to Saliba. Saliba's ball into the penalty area. Lascelles is there like a spring salmon leaping from the river to head it away. Arsenal will have the ball back. And it's with, again, Vieira. Vieira looks for an out ball and gets it from Zinchenko. Zinchenko now, a bit of space. Just takes that extra touch out to Martinelli now on the left. Joe Linton faces up to him. Longstaff's lost his man. It's pulled across. And Jamal Lascelles is there again to clear. But the ball doesn't go out to play. Martinelli hammers the ball across. I think he's overhit that. Gabriel's on a big run. Trippier takes him out. That's going to be a free kick to Arsenal.
Ridiculous.
And again, it's that Trippier one, isn't it? When he puts his arms in the air before
he's
he makes
on the wrong
foul.
side. He's defending on the wrong side. He shouldn't be there. He should be goal side of him. That's why
it's a free kick. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, but he's defending on the wrong side. If he's a right back, he didn't defend it. He should be goal side of the ball, and he's not.
Yeah, Longstaff fell asleep there, Billy, didn't he? And let Zinchenko in.
He did, yeah. 2 minutes. Christ. This is virtually like a corner, isn't it?
Yeah. The referee having conversations with the players again. Everybody's
if someone flicks themselves to the floor, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
Yeah. It's going to be Vieira to take the free kick for Arsenal. In it comes. Pope is out. Gets a
punch again.
Again, straight into the penalty area, but we get away with it because Arsenal have had to be driven backwards. Little 1-2 there. Zinchenko, shot by Trossard, deflected, and it's going to be another Arsenal corner.
Christ almighty.
Bloody hell. My rabbit's nose has turned into a tortoise heed. It's still 1-0 to Newcastle with a minute of additional time left. Come on, boys! Come on! Stay strong. Trossard is going to take this corner again. Now, all his corners have gone to the near post so far. In it comes again. It's an outswinger this time. Headed away brilliantly by Kieran Trippier. And Arsenal will get a throw halfway through Newcastle's half.
I bet we'll go over the 98 minutes. I bet we go 99 here.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he adds as much time on as he possibly can, Billy. Zinchenko is going to take the throw for Arsenal. Throws it back to Declan Rice. Rice goes across now to Saliba. They've put Gabriel up front now as well. But Arsenal are on the halfway line. They need to be further forward. It's Vieira now. Vieira looking for an out ball. Gets it from Declan Rice, but Joe Linton comes in and wins the throw in for Newcastle. Come on, son! Get in!
What brilliant game he's had today. What a game he's had today.
Superb, man. The 98 minutes are up as well. The 98 are up. Referee, blow your sudden whistle. Choke on the damn thing.
Well, in the neat, he'll have a sundial.
Livramento. There's the whistle. And they've won. We've hung on to beat Arsenal 1-0 in an incredible game of football.
Oh, dear me.
Wow. Just bloody wow. And Newcastle United's brilliant season marches on with a superb win over Arsenal. A very controversial goal, you can say, but I do not give a gorilla's ass about that. The fact is that it will go down in history as Newcastle 1, Arsenal 0. 3 points for the Toon, Billy Bob.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we've done it. It's been an absolute
trial, monumental effort, Billy. That's what it was.
Fantastic effort. It's been a trial the past 20 minutes or so. Arteta's not going to be happy, but so what? Who gives a shit? Great victory.
Guys, we really want 1,000 likes. We're at almost 900. Let's celebrate this win by hitting the like button, guys. Please get us up to 1,000. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, we've got over 2,100 people watching. Please subscribe if you're new. Help this channel to get to 25,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. Billy, standout men for me, Joe Litton and Lascelles.
Absolutely. Both of them were outstanding. Jamal Lascelles' captain's performance, really, really good. Cleared everything. He put his body on the line. Joe Litton, much the same. He gave a fantastic performance too. A captain's performance in midfield. He was everywhere today. You know, chucking himself in front of stuff, tackling, skills, the full Monty from Joe Litton today. Yeah, brilliant performance. And I'm going to say a deserved win. I don't think Nick Pope's had one shot to save. I think the whole game. Yeah.
They didn't test Nick Pope much at all, and that's a standout to how well we defended. Yogi, thank you for a £2 super chat. He says, thank you guys for a passionate night. God bless. And to you, mate. And to you. I mean, look, sometimes it's not all about the beautiful game, Billy playing free-flowing passing and attacking and scoring goals left, right, and centre. Sometimes we have to dig in. And those guys dug in today, 100%.
Yeah. Well, we're not soft arses, are we? We've got the skills, we've got the talent, we've got the creativity, but we've also got the heart and desire. You know, we're not soft arses. And credit to Arsenal, nor were they. They put up a fight today.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it wasn't a great game of football technically, but it was a enthralling game, wasn't it? Let's be honest.
It was. George T, thank you for a £5 super chat. He says, not a brilliant game, but was exciting. 3 points was all we needed. Toon. And that's what it's all about today. Edward Gorn, thank you for 2,000 yen. Extra bonus for today. Brilliant as always. Thank you very much, Edward. You know, today we showed a different side to us, Billy, a side that we, you know, again, pulling together as a team, remaining strong, remaining compact. And like you say, Nick Pope had one save to make in the game.
Yeah, grit. It was all about grit and determination. You know, we didn't create an awful lot, but neither did they, to be fair. It was a game that was ruined by the referee in many ways, but when it comes to it, when push came to shove, we had more heart than they did. We wanted it more than they did. And it's a phenomenal 3 points. You know, I feel worn out, I've got to be honest. Worn out.
I mean, yeah, it was one of them games that when you're commentating on it, you're just incredible. But you know what? They're going around the pitch now, applauding the fans, smiling faces. There's some players that are hurting there. You know, you've got Dan Byrne, Jacob Murphy, Barney Rubble, thank you for a £3 super chat. He says, cheers, chaps, for the great commentary as always. And Chris Lynch, thank you for a £10 super chat. What a result. Indeed, my friend, indeed. Please do keep subscribing. We're on 24,661. I would love to finish on 24,700 by the end of the stream. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. We were over 1,000 likes as well. Incredible. Thank you so much, guys. Spike Milligan, thank you for your £10 super chat. He says, a super game spoilt by a shit ref. Yahoo, another 3 points. Well, let's bring in Stato. Alex, incredible.
Thank God for that. Oh, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I mean, the lads were tired playing and we're exhausted watching. What a game. Yeah. What a game. I mean, there was more control in the second half. I would hazard a guess that the fourth officials have gone in and said, and there's possibly been words had across everything, because it was better in the second half. Again, Bruno got a yellow card that was deserved. Although it wasn't in the guy's face, it was kind of like there, but even so, was a yellow. But yeah, Anthony Gordon.
By the way, just 2 seconds, Alex. The league table is up now. Newcastle United are now 6th in the league, 2 points ahead of Brighton and Manchester United on 11 games played. Villa are just above Newcastle on 22 points, but they have played a game less than Liverpool on 23. So we are marching up there very, very quietly, just doing our own business, guys, keeping things compact. But go on, Alex. Sorry, just a couple of super chats. Coach Austin, thank you for your $4.99. He says, don't even bother with the player ratings. Everyone was 10 out of 10. Big Tank says, thank you for your $2. Why did they put in Murphy when he's hurt? We'll come on to that in a second. And we've got a $20 super chat from Desert Toon. Murphy, what a trooper. Hope all is well with him. Great game. Well, he was screaming yes at the end of the game there, which was great to see. Jorgen, thank you for your 20 Swedish krona. Big Joe, man of the match for him. And Anthony Stafford, thank you for £2 super chat. Top effort, boys. Mad bonkers. Biased commentary. Exactly. Jimmy Jones, thanks for another 199 super chat. Arson Wolves don't like it up him. Avid 41. Yeah, well, he is laughing at me. Go on, Alex.
Yeah, Gordon's running absolutely exceptional. I mean, not only did he get the goal, but he had to play left wing, right wing, centre forward, just constantly trying to be an out ball and trying to save, waste time for us and run it into space. Press every single man. You could tell by about 84, 85 minutes, his legs were absolutely gone. When people talk about footballers and stuff and they get paid enough money to do it, but bloody hell did that boy run some yards today. I'd love to know the kind of yardage that everybody put up. I mean, Arsenal and us, second half was magnificent. I thought it was a really entertaining game, despite the referee being poor. And before we move on to bias things, I will say I think the referee was bad for both sides. Dan Burn committed a foul throw in the first half that was missed, but then Arsenal got penalised for a foul throw in the second half. So that's something we should have had against us, which didn't.
Well, to be fair, Tomiyasu was foul thrown most of the game, Alex, to be fair.
Well, yeah.
Terrible.
Dan Burn's 2 fouls in quick succession is what instigated the entire loss of heads for everyone. And Dan Burn should have had a yellow card, I think. And I think if he'd have been given a yellow card, none of that would have spilled over. And then Havertz wouldn't have done that. And then so it's a knock-on effect from the referee just not giving the right decisions, whether that was to Arsenal or to us. I think he was poor for the entire match.
He was terrible.
He
was terrible. There should have been 2 sendings off, if we're blatantly honest. Havertz should have gone, and Bruno should have gone as well for the forearm. But look, it didn't. That didn't happen. We've ended up scoring a goal, which, again, VAR took a long time. First, they checked the ball was out. Then they checked for a possible foul. Then they checked for a possible offside. None of them came to fruition. Apparently, Gary Neville said the goal should have stood as well. Gabriel tried to make the most of it, in my opinion, and in Billy's opinion, Alex. When the ball came across, Joe Linton has to try and get the ball. The ball is floating across. And, of course, Anthony Gordon sticks it in the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, so I always have my double commentary on, and I tell you what, since the Old Trafford game on Wednesday, Gary Neville is rather complimentary of us and is saying it how it is, which I'm shocked. He was very complimentary of us tonight, and he stated again that Joe Linton's got to go for that. Is it Gabriel? Was it he was against? I think it was Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel.
Leans down, so I think it makes it look worse than it actually was. It was just natural movement from both players, but God, did they try everything to possibly disallow that? And ultimately they didn't. They had to give it a goal goal because they couldn't work out if it was offside or not. They didn't confirm whether it was on or off. They couldn't even get the confirmation because they couldn't tell. So they just went, we're not sure. We're just going to have to give the goal.
I'm not sure. I think because the ball went backwards, you weren't offside.
Yeah, but I'm just saying what VAR concluded. They concluded that they basically went, we don't know, therefore the goal has to stand. That's what they've concluded.
The fact of the matter
they looked at the ball out and a foul and an offside. So they checked 3 things, which is madness, by the way. They checked 3 different things to try and rule it out. And then they couldn't even conclude that.
Well, at the end of the day, if they were unsure, they have to go in favour of the attacking team. So, they've come to the right decision. In all honesty, no matter how long it took, they have come to the right decision. There was no way they could.
Well, no, I don't think that's how it's meant to be. I think if they can't tell, you back the referee's original decision.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. They have to go with the on-field decision, which was a goal. John Sinclair, thank you for your £2 super chat. He says Arsenal's unbeaten run ended by the mighty Mags. Simon Muller, thank you for your $39.99. I believe that's South African rand, Billy.
Yes.
Yep. Lascelles man of the match for him. Avina Turkish, thank you for your £2 super chat. How much has Eddie increased Lascelles' value? There's the thing. We've got a $4.99 super chat again from Coach Austin. He says, couldn't ask for more of Lascelles. Great performance, guts, and determination. Lascelles was outstanding. Dylan Richardson, thank you for another $1.99. AG10, 40 million waste. Wouldn't take 100 million for him now. Absolutely. Just an incredible player. But Lascelles, Alex, just incredible.
Yeah, some of the covering runs again because you've got to understand what he had to deal with in terms of the fullback changes for that whole game. So he's had Trippier had to move over to the left, and then he's had to deal with a new right back. And then Tino did get skinned a few times early doors, and Lascelles had to cover very carefully. Martinelli in the box. Not only that, first half as well, he shepherded players out well. I think it might have been Martinelli as well in that situation, or maybe Saka. But he was exceptional. You know, the Lascelles of 2 years ago gives away 3 penalties in this match. Like, he was really, really solid. He knew when to tackle, when to stand his ground. You know, when to commit to help his fullback. It was brilliant. His passing was better. His headers were solid. I liked his leadership for trying to calm players down, pull them away, not get booked. You know, that we've always seen Trippier do that, but it was Lascelles, and I'm actually thrilled for him. I think he's looking at. I mean, I hate the idea of offering new contracts based on a few games. However, in the grand scheme of things and the lack of centre halves, I feel like a cheeky little 1 or 2 year deal for the club captain is he's definitely earning it.
Stat alert! Double XG for Newcastle, 1.09 against 0.56 for Arsenal. So double.
Indeed, yeah. I was just looking at that 1.09.
We were saying in the commentary, Billy, Nick Pope had 1 save to make in the game.
Yeah, and that wasn't. It wasn't hard.
Arsenal did not get past that defence. It was just rock solid. And you know, we may laugh now, but a couple of weeks ago we were saying how well Lascelles was playing, and does he keep his place ahead of Botman? Botman's got a fight in his hands to get back in that starting 11. If I'm being openly honest, the way Lascelles has performed, we've got to be honest.
Maybe. I mean, it's one of those, isn't it? That he had a bad 45 minutes against West Ham, and we thought, here we go, we're going to get some good, some bad games from Lascelles. However, it's not ended up like that. We've actually seen some more consistent. You know, it's not just 2 or 3 games now. It's been a little while. He's been in the side, and there's only been 1 bad half that I can remember against West Ham, and the rest of the performances have all been great. So. Yeah, really solid.
To be fair, I mean, it looks like Botman's going to be out for quite some time anyway, so that conversation doesn't even need to take place.
In the past 4 days, we've seen 4 centre-halves put in exemplary performances, all 4 of them.
Absolutely. We've got another $10 super chat from Graham Ritchie. Wonderful defending. I thought Jamal was superb and Tino was brilliant when he came on. Great to see such desire and togetherness. That's one thing that the team has shown. Channel Right, thank you for your £2. He says, I like Neville, his punditry and his kind politics. Lucy says, please say hi to Andy, Liv and Lucy. We are the biggest fans of Billy and the others.
Hello, Andy.
Hello, everybody. Is Lascelles' contract up in 10 months? It is at the minute. But to say that he's trying to play himself into a new contract is an understatement. He's absolutely been superb at the minute.
Or we could sell it for 60 mil to Saudi.
Well,
it'll be our contract, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Well, we could sell him in January for 60 mil.
I don't think they'll do that.
And get him back.
Paul Tully says Arsenal didn't really trouble us. We defended amazingly.
I agree.
I mean, Arsenal got into the final third, but what did they create? Very, very little. But you just you just know that the Arsenal fans and Arteta, etc., will kick off about the goal. They'll say they should have had this, they should have had that. They won't look at it in a sort of way that we are looking at it. So, we've admitted that Newcastle got some decisions. The referee was just hopeless for both teams. Bruno should have been sent off. We admit that. But you're guaranteed that those lot, especially AFTV and the rest of them, they will not admit to any of that.
Oh, of course not. But I was just looking at the shot map, by the way. 9 shots outside the box for Arsenal. And most of them inside the box. I think they had 14 total, 9 outside the box. One was the Rice header, which was never going in and was covered. The other was the Nketiah header, which went wide, that Pope had very covered. So, 9 shots outside of the box, and the rest that were in, a lot of them were never going to go in either. I mean, not that threatening when you really break it down. They looked threatening offensively. They were creating some good openings, but they didn't have that final product either. And nor did we, to be fair. We just got, it was one of those that could have gone either way. We just needed something to drop. And it did, fortunately.
Guys, Burns got a back injury apparently, but people are saying, keep Trips at left back. Not for me. I don't think, it doesn't, it breaks the balance. I'd rather, as good as Tino Livramento is, I'd rather see a proper left back there. If I'm openly honest, he may go with it. I don't know. Byrne will probably not be fit for Wednesday. Certainly Jacob Murphy. We face an uphill battle going to Dortmund. There's no doubt about it. However, we know these lads can just dig in whoever's on the pitch. Big Tank, thank you for another $5 super chat. He says, are we still in the need for a centre back, or can we wait and pass it on for an extra striker and a midfielder? Good game all round. Man of the match is a toss up. Big Joe. Yeah, I mean, look, you could give man of the match, I think, to two people today. Dylan, thank you for another $1.99. How many goals would Stato bag if he was in the Premier League?
0. None of us would score any. None of us would score any goals in the Premier League, guys.
Yeah. I'd have scored that one, to be fair.
Well, I might have scored that one as well, to be fair, yeah.
That looks out of place to me, I've got to say. It does look out of place.
No, but Billy, the whole curvature of the ball, you have to remember the curvature.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be touching the line. It just has to be the curve has to be over the line. The ball itself doesn't have to touch.
It's like my lovely rounded ass. Sometimes it looks out, but then, it's just the curvature.
We had this in the World Cup. They explained it because we had a few situations. I think it was in was it the Japan game? I think there was a few situations where this was a big deal in the World Cup, and they had to explain the rule to everyone. Everyone was like, "No, it's out." It's like, no, if the curve is over the line, it's in. It doesn't have to. It's the same with corners. It's the same when everybody screams at the TV saying it's not touching it. It doesn't have to touch the line. As long as the curvature is over the line, it's fine. It's in.
Yeah, well, you're guaranteed Arsenal are going to kick off about something, but it'll be all Arsenal's pain and not, they won't see it balanced. I'm pretty much sure. But there you go, guys. That is the end of the watch along. Thank you so much for everybody that's joined in. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for hitting the like button, the super chats, the new memberships, all of it. Thank you so much. Your support is incredible on this channel. It really is. And we really, really do appreciate it. It keeps us coming back. It keeps us hungry to keep bringing these sort of shows to you. And what a one today. Absolutely superb. Alex and Billy will now go away and do their instant reaction on the Patreon podcast. The link for that is in the description. Please go and be a patron of the Toon Review. Support us that way as well. For a small fee every month, you get more podcasts away from the camera. So extra content to listen to in the gym, walking the dog, sitting on the toilet, in the bath, whatever you want to do. We bring it to you right here on the Toon Review. So the link for that is in the description. And, of course, I will put it on the socials when it's uploaded. Please do visit the socials. Facebook, we have a brilliant Facebook group. Search for the Toon Review. We're on Twitter, or X as it's now known, Instagram, etc. So please do get yourselves on there. But as usual, thank you so much to the mods for the great work this afternoon. Thank you to Billy and Alex. But the main thanks is to you guys, because without you, we are nothing. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock with the match review. That should be a cracker. But we will see you very soon. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And howay the bloody lads. Get in. Good night.
Howay the lads and lasses. 3 more points.
Come back and check out and breathe.